Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Peace and blessings to you all. Happy Monday. Let's go. Helena, what's going on? Good morning to you all. Again, peace and blessings to you all. Got my Maywood in the building. What's up, beloved? So good to see you. Good morning to you. Today is a brand new day. Don't merge your yesterday with your today. Today is a brand new day. Do not merge your yesterday with your today. Yesterday's over with. Let go. Let that go. Whatever you do, let that go. Lily, what's up, beloved? Latina Realtor, I see you. So good to see you, beloved. What's up, Cody? Today is a brand new day. You're not beefing with today. Today is a brand new day. Bring a whole brand new, fresh mindset to today. Don't bring your problems. Don't bring the mistakes. Don't bring the failures. Don't bring all of what didn't happen yesterday into today and contaminate today. Whatever you do. What's up, Bob? Here to serve. So good to see you, beloved. Miss T is in the building. Let's get it. Rocco, let's go. Owette's in the building. What's up, beloved? So good to see you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Get out of yesterday because yesterday has already let go of you. Let go of yesterday. Whatever you do, don't contaminate a good today by focusing on the bad yesterday. Do not contaminate a good today by focusing on a bad yesterday. Raven, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. AJ, let's go. Good morning to you all. Peace and blessings to you all. You got a fresh 1,440 minutes today to just build you. Focus on where you're going. Doesn't matter where you used to be. Doesn't matter what you used to have. Doesn't matter who used to love you. Doesn't matter who walked out. Focus on who's walking in. What's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. What's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. We've been programmed and conditioned to focus more on what's wrong than we do on what's right. And that's why we suffer. Everything in your life isn't wrong. There may be some things wrong here and there, but everything isn't a problem. But we focus on the one thing that's not going right and totally contaminate everything that is going right. Joseph, what's up, beloved? T-Benz, I see you. All is well. Life is a buffet. Most people are starving to death. I need to be shouting that from the top of the mountain because I don't think people really understand what I'm saying. Life is a buffet and people are starving to death. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. 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 It's mind-blowing. Stephen, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. You don't have problems in life, beloved. Problems mean that the world isn't spinning, turning, and revolving in a way that you think it should. When you say you have a problem, what you're really saying is that the world isn't fitting into your programming and conditioning. You don't have problems, you just have programming and conditioning. And when you bring your programming and conditioning to the present moment, that's what creates the problem. Let me say that one more time. You don't have problems. You have programming and conditioning. And when you meet this moment with your programming and conditioning, that's what creates the problem. Because the reality will always reject your programming and conditioning. Stephen, I see you, beloved. Got my Tara in the building. What's up, Tara? So good to see you, beloved. Do me a favor and share or repost the live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please. Daughter from the Most High, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. Got my Tara in the building. I know we ready to go. Carrie 601, what's going on? What's going on? That part right there. That part right there, T-Benz. Jazz, I see you again. Do me a favor. Essence, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. Yeah, you got to fix the inner kingdom first. How you going to build the outer kingdom if you haven't mastered the inner kingdom first? Okay, Rich, I got you. I'm gonna check it out right on the other side of this. Right on the other side of this live. Star, what's up, beloved? If you don't master, that's the whole art to life is self mastery. That's what it's all about. That's it. Self mastery. Can you master yourself? Can you master you? That's it. Most people haven't figured that out because we're too busy chasing people, chasing validation, chasing likes and shares on social media. We're chasing the wrong thing. You haven't caught yourself. Why would you chase something else? You haven't caught you yet. Yeah, that's the whole mission. Can you master you? And most people are failing at that. And then we take that same version of ourselves that didn't have the discipline to master ourselves, and we go give that away to someone else so that they can figure out a problem that you couldn't figure out. Again, do me a favor real quick, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories if you haven't already done so, please. Strawberry soup, I see you. That part right there, Stephen, it's mind-blowing, beloved. It's mind-blowing. We don't want to take the time to figure ourselves out, but we claim to know our partner. How you know your partner and you don't know yourself? How'd you get married to your partner before you were emotionally married to yourself? How'd you do that? Because if I'm not emotionally married to me, I'm a liability to you. Because I'm going to be controlled by my programming and conditioning. I'm going to be controlled by my wounds. I'm going to be controlled by my pain. I'm going to be controlled by everything. If I'm not emotionally married to myself, and then I get married to you, I'm in trouble. Because I'm going to project everything that I didn't take the time to understand in me onto you. And this is why relationships fall apart. It's one of the biggest reasons why relationships fall apart. People don't understand themselves. It's one of the biggest reasons. Jazz, what's up, beloved? I'm telling you, it's one of the biggest reasons why relationships fall apart. If I don't understand me, I can never appreciate you. Can never appreciate you. Again, do me a favor real quick, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories if you haven't already done so, please. What's up, Maya? And we are going to get busy, We got a lot of ground to cover. It's a fresh, brand new day, you guys. It's a brand new day. Do not bring a bad yesterday into your today. Don't focus on what yesterday has taken away from you. Focus on what today is trying to bring you. Lynetta, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. Yeah, everything is fresh. Everything is brand new. Today is brand new. You never experienced today. It's brand new. Red, what's up, beloved? It's brand new. You don't have any problems today. All your problems belong in yesterday. That's where they need to stay. Because what's up, beloved? That's exactly where they need to stay, in yesterday. Yesterday belongs at your feet now. It should not be written space in your mind. Honey man, what's up, beloved? Nephew, I see you. Let me say this to you. That part right there, because like I said again, I'm back in the raft. Get back in the raft. If you don't know what that means, it's unfortunate because you haven't been here enough. But get back in the raft. Put yourself back in the raft, because if you're in that raft, you're not focusing on what you don't have. You're not focusing on what's missing. You're not focusing on who's not watching your videos. You're not thinking about any of that. Get back in the raft called your life. Come on, let's become powerful. Newsflash. Every spirit comes with a driver and a witness. The witness is who you are when no one else is watching. The witness carries your pain. The witness carries your trauma. The witness sees everything. They see who you become when no one else is watching. The witness carries your ego. The witness carries your shadow. The witness carries everything that you don't want someone else to see. The driver is who you become when there's all eyes on you. The driver is the mask that you wear. It's your persona. It's your reputation. It's the version of yourself that you promote to the world and on social media. But here's the problem. The driver is not who you are. It's only who you pretend to be, so that you can get the love that you need, get the acceptance that you need, get the belonging that you need, so that you could fit in to what society told you that you needed to become, so that you could be successful, so that people can think that you've made it. Made it where? Inside of every soul, there is a driver and a witness. How do you become the most powerful version of yourself? When you integrate them both. That's the whole purpose of self-awareness, to merge the driver and the witness together. Well, how do I do that? Radical acceptance. The day that you become good enough for who you are in this moment, the day that you stop seeking external validation, the day that you stop telling yourself the story about what broke you, the day that you start loving yourself unconditionally, the day that you start waiting for people to choose you and to pick you, the day that you realize that love doesn't come from outside of you, love can only come from you. Happiness doesn't come from outside of you, it only comes from you. The day that you understand that people can never complete you because every person is fighting a private war in their mind that you don't know anything about. The day that you show up for you consistently, when you walk in your authenticity, when you stop walking on eggshells, when you stop turning the voice down, the volume down on your voice, when you get around certain people, that's what God is waiting for. How you gonna show up small to your own life? How you gonna shrink in the face of the people that you add to your life? When you no longer tolerate disrespect, when you always speak your truth, when you keep your word to yourself, you merge the two. Don't break another promise to you. If you say you're going to do something, stand on it. Because if you don't do it, that's a new program that you're running. And this is the reason why you lack self-confidence. This is the reason why doubt shows up in your life, because you don't keep your word to yourself. You make all these promises and guarantees to other people that you honor, but when it comes to you, you break them because you lack the discipline that you need. You lack the character that you need. You lack the integrity to match the life that you're asking God for. Who you are in this moment doesn't match the life that you're asking for. It doesn't match the life that you're praying for. This life requires radical acceptance. I've got to become the most disciplined version of me because that's the most powerful version of me. I've got to work on my character and my integrity. I've got to stop chasing people because anything that I have to chase, I'll never catch. I've got to catch me. And I'll never catch me as long as I'm chasing someone else. God created you to attract. You don't need to chase anything. Because what you don't understand is this. Every person that you meet, you're only meeting them on the same level of psychological wounds that you carry anyway. The person was an identical match to your love template. So you didn't meet the right one because the right one is you. There is no right one. You are the right one. And everyone else can only complement what you are, but they can never complete you because there was nothing incomplete about you to begin with. Love comes from you. Happiness comes from you. Joy and peace comes from you. Abundance comes from you. So if everything is coming from you, what does the person actually bring into your life? This is all an illusion of your thinking, beloved. It's all just an illusion of your thinking. Somebody programmed you to see people that way, and ever since then, you've been seeing them that way. You think that they complete you, but they don't have the capacity to complete you because you were never incomplete. They don't have the capacity to fix you because you were never broken. They don't have the capacity to bring happiness to your life because how can you acquire what you've never lost from someone else? You are the thing you've been looking for your entire life. You've been programmed to look for it outside of yourself. And this is where all of your negative emotions are coming from because you're running away from yourself. When you get with certain people, You're running away from yourself when you start chasing validation. You're running away from yourself when you need somebody to choose you or pick you or to believe in you. You're abandoning yourself. The strongest version of you is the most disciplined version of you. Period. Do me a favor again, real quick, you guys, and share the live to your stories or repost the live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please share or repost the live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please. The baddest thing on the planet is you. I dare you to believe it. It's not bumper sticker talk. I dare you to believe it. Jump out there and believe it. You believe in your doubts. You ain't got no problem believing in that. You believe in your fears. You don't have a problem believing that. You believe in your limitations. You don't have a problem believing in that. You believe in that toxic relationship. You don't have a problem believing that. I dare you to believe that you are the baddest thing walking, because you are. We don't have another you. So how can you say you're not? How are you not the baddest version of you and you the only version of you on the planet? Life will only give you what you assume. Life will only give you what you demand. Life will only give you what you believe. If you don't believe it, you'll never experience it, beloved. See, and that's what worries me. We don't have any problem believing in our fears. We don't have any problems believing in our doubts. We don't have any problem believing all of the criticism that people project onto you, all their pain, you ain't got no problem believing that. You believe it instantly. But the moment that a person tells you that you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are a genius, you're the baddest thing walking, we got all these questions that come in our mind. We start to question what the people are saying. What's their motive? What's their angle? What are they thinking? No, they see something in you that maybe you don't see in yourself. Period. Period. Do me a favor real quick, you guys. Type no in the comments if you are not currently signed up for my free thought of the day. Type no in the comments if you are not currently signed up for my free thought of the day. Let me get you guys signed up real quick because it's something you don't want to miss. Life brings a lot of opportunities, and this is one of those opportunities that you don't want to miss, especially considering the fact that it's free. The free thought of the day is designed so that you can wake up inspired. Period. It's designed for you to wake up with purpose. You need to wake up inspired and with purpose every day. You need something to light that internal fire every single day. Not occasionally, not sometimes, not maybe, not might. You need something, especially considering how much the world is pulling away from you. You need something to keep that fire lit. That's what my free thought of the day is going to do for you. It's going to keep that fire blazing. So what you guys want to do is just copy and paste that link that Tara has pinned to the screen there. Copy and paste that link. When you copy and paste that link, it'll take you to get signed up for the free thought of the day. Do it right now. It's only going to take you 2 seconds. It's going to take you 2 seconds to do it. Get signed up real quick, and then you'll be rocking and ready to go. You got it via email. You got it via email. I'm doing it with an email format only because the email is bigger. The email is more powerful. The email is going to bring more awareness. And so, yeah, do it right now. Copy and paste that link, you guys, and put it inside your browser. It'll take you to get signed up. It'll take you there to get signed up right now. Get signed up real quick. Come back and join the live. So that way you are ready and locked in. Yeah, check your email. Yeah, way more depth in the email. Way more depth in the email. The text message is just bite-sized wisdom. Raja, what's up, beloved? And some of you guys need more than bite-sized wisdom. The text message is cute. The email is powerful. Let me say it that way. Again, copy and paste that link. You guys put it inside your browser. It'll take you to get signed up for the free thought of the day, and then we rock and roll. And you guys, let's again do me a favor, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories if you haven't already done so. Please. Our numbers have been low. I don't know if you guys aren't using the tappers anymore. I don't know what's going on. We used to hit 1 million likes in a row. We barely are able to get 300 or 400 likes in now. So I don't know. Red, thank you so much, beloved. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you guys are just sitting back listening. I don't know what's going on. But what I do know is that the medicine is not getting out. That's what I know. So I don't know if you guys are not using the automatic tappers. I don't know what's going on. But let's get our numbers up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the shares up. Let's get everything up. You guys know when it comes to self-awareness and self-mastery, we have to do this on our own. Period. And I'm doing my part. That part I know. I'm doing my part more powerfully than any person on the planet. I do my part 7 days a week. I'm doing my part. So go and get the automatic tappers. If you don't have an automatic tapper, just go get the automatic tapper and hook it up to your thing and just let the thing go crazy. Come on, you guys. We got to do the work here. You guys already know that. Because I already know I'm going to bring it. There's no question on whether or not I'm going to bring it when it comes to these live streams. Zero questions. Shannon, what's up, beloved? But what I can say is that our numbers are down, way down. Way down. Yeah, if you guys don't have one, just order one. You can go on Amazon and you can order one. You can have it today. Just order the automatic screen tapper for your phone, and you'll have it today. Period. And let's get the numbers up, man, because we're not getting the medicine out to the world. Like, it's wonderful that y'all get the medicine every single day, but there's millions of people that aren't getting the medicine every single day. That's a problem. And y'all know how hard TikTok hates on me. They ain't trying to get information like this out to the world. They making sure I do the work. If I was on here doing TikTok dances, it'd be a trillion people in this room. I get over 500 people following me every single day. They keep people out of my life intentionally. They intentionally keep people out of my life. They intentionally do it. Intentionally. I'm just keeping it 1,000. So I understand the resistance that's against what we have going on here. I understand. In fact, I fully get it. I fully get it. I'm waking people up. They don't want that. There's people that don't want that. There's people that benefit off you not knowing who you are. There's people that benefit off you being asleep. There's people that benefit off you not knowing what your pain is and why it shows up, not knowing what depression is, not knowing what anxiety is. You want all these medications for things that were never the problem. Let me say that to you one more time, just in case your earpiece may have fallen out. You sit here taking medications for things that were never the problem. Your depression is not the problem, it's the alarm. Your anxiety is not the problem, it's the alarm. Your doubt is not the problem, it's the alarm. Your fear is not the problem, it's the alarm. Those are the very things you run into that therapist for. You either go into that therapist for your anxiety, you go on for some pain, something that you don't understand. You go on because of your depression. You go on because of something that you don't understand, something that you can't overcome, something that you don't know how to let go of. That's an awareness problem. It ain't got nothing to do with your therapist. And that person is going to put you on some medication, which is only going to take you further away. Now you got two problems. You got the original problem that you went to see the person for, and now you got a whole new problem because now you on a medication for something that you never needed before. You don't take Advil if you don't have a headache. Come on, what are we doing here? We sit here popping Motrin every day. You ain't got a headache. So what is that curing in you? This is what I'm saying. The world needs to wake. We need awareness, beloved. We need awareness. Bottom line, our world is suffering due to a lack of self-awareness. Nothing else. We ain't got no other problem. We got one problem, universally. One problem, a lack of understanding. We don't understand. So you can't conquer what you don't understand. You'll never dominate what you don't understand. What you don't understand is dominating you right now. Anything that you don't understand right now, you are a slave to. Juliet, what's up, beloved? Moni, what's up, beloved? Queen Ella, what's up, beloved? So I don't blame TikTok for censoring me the way they do. I don't blame them. I'd be doing it too. Because I'm coming after all the pharmacies. I'm coming after all the people that sell you all the medications. I'm coming after everybody. I'm coming after everybody because you are infinitely more powerful than your church. I said infinitely. Double down on the infinitely part. You are infinitely more powerful than any book you can hold in your hand. I don't give a damn what book you name. You come from the mind of God. Everything else comes from the mind of man. Everything else has man's DNA on it. Stop playing with me. Everything else has man's DNA on it somehow, some way, with the exception of you. You are the only thing that doesn't have man's DNA on it. You are the only thing that's not contaminated. What you're contaminated by is your lack of understanding, nothing else. It's the only problem you have. You just don't understand what's going on. Yeah, the church starts the moment you walk in there, and it stops the moment you walk out. What you talking about? See, God knew when he woke me up, he already knew. He said, "Yeah, my son gonna go let him know what time it is for real, because he ain't afraid of nothing. Nothing. I don't give a damn what book you read. Every book you're reading is only telling you about who you are and what you can do. All of them. Include that one that's sitting on your nightstand right now. All right, let's get busy getting busy. We already know, man. I do this for real. I do this for real. My brother's a pastor. He one of the best ones in the game. But he don't want that smoke with me. You can go tell that to them people all day long. Lamika, what's up, beloved? Yeah, he one of the best ones in the game. And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. My whole family thought that he was the one, including me. See, there's only one chosen one in your family. God will never put two chosen ones in the same family. Every family will only breed one chosen one. That's it. And so when I'm looking at my brother, I'm thinking he was the one. Because I was in the street being wild as I don't know what. So I was like, ain't no way in hell it's me. See, it has nothing to do with your past. It has nothing to do with your mistakes. It has nothing to do with the failures. It has nothing to do with the setbacks. It has nothing to do with how many times you screwed up. It has nothing to do with whether or not you've been to jail. It has nothing to do with any of that. God don't care about nothing about that. Why? Because what you have to understand in awareness is this. Before you are awakened, you are forgiven for everything that you do. Once you get on the other side of awareness, that's a different conversation. But everything you do leading up to awareness, he doesn't care about that. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He understands that you were asleep. Why would he punish you for being asleep? The same way that once you become self-aware, you don't punish other people for being asleep. I'm not going to punish you because you lack emotional intelligence, and I used to lack it. I'm not going to punish you because you lack self-awareness. Why would I do that to you when God didn't do that to me? And this is what I'm saying to you. So it doesn't matter who you were. Doesn't matter who you used to be. Doesn't matter if you were addicted to drugs. Doesn't matter. In fact, I can make the argument that's going to be the thing that makes you most powerful. I can make a hard case for everything that you are ashamed of is going to be the very thing that makes you the most powerful chosen one walking. I can make that case. Because the size of your pain and the size of your trauma is equal to the size of the gift you carry. So if you didn't been through it, oh yeah, you getting ready to go out here and do some damage. So all that stuff you ashamed of, and all that stuff you afraid to speak about, and all that stuff you got locked in some closet in your mind is the very thing that's getting ready to make you the most powerful person walking. I'm telling you that now. All that stuff you ashamed to tell somebody is going to be the very thing that makes you the most powerful person moving. Because it makes you more relatable. It's going to be more people that you're able to connect and relate to. If you ain't been through a lot, how can you relate to people you ain't been through nothing? So all that stuff that you've been through was just God's way of saying, I need you to connect with more people. I need you to connect with a broader audience. And that's exactly what's going to happen to you. You're going to be all them people that can't help themselves in that moment. You're going to be the person that comes to help that person because you've been through it. You're going to understand. I appreciate that, beloved. I'm telling you, everything that you think is wrong with your life is what God thinks is right about it. What you call failures and mistakes, God calls an error in your perception of the situation. Because if you don't see the situation clearly, how can you possibly think clearly about it? I'm telling you, all that stuff you've been through is what's going to make you powerful. All them failed relationships is what's going to make you powerful. All them people that lied to you and abandoned you and betrayed you and maybe did some things to you that they should not have done is what's going to make you powerful, beloved. I'm telling you, I'm the evidence of that. All that stuff that happened to me. You couldn't have convinced me for anything in the world that I would become this version. There's no way you could have convinced me. No way you could have convinced me. Now I'm looking at my life like, well, not all the stuff I done been through. No, that's the very reason why he needs you. Because you didn't been through it. Now you turn that pain into power. You turn every wound into wisdom. You turn your trauma into someone else's transformation. Beloved, this is what this is all about. This is what it's all about. Right. All right. Let's get busy. Do me a favor real quick, you guys, and share the live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please share or repost the live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please. We're getting ready to get busy. That part right there, everything that you've gone through is going to be the very thing. Your power is going to be predicated on that. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you might not have went through enough. You just may not have gone through enough. Once you understand, once you get on the other side of it like me, I'm like, shoot, I could have went through a few more things. If it got me here, there might have been a few more things I could have went through. See, again, you're looking at your past from a place, you lack understanding, beloved, so you can't understand what's going on. You can't appreciate what's going on if you don't understand it. Once you get on the other side of understanding, I'm telling you, your whole mindset, everything is going to shift. I don't have villains and victims in my story. I don't need God to come break it down for me. I don't want to talk to the 20-year-old version of me and give them some advice. I don't even want to know that version of me. I don't need to change anything about my life. I don't want to change anything. There's nothing broken. Nothing needs to be fixed. There's nothing wrong. I just didn't have understanding. That was it. I just didn't have understanding. Once I got on the other side of understanding, I'm like, oh, I get it now. Now I can appreciate it all. I can fully love myself in this moment because I understand that nothing has ever touched me. Nothing has ever hurt me. Jazz, what's up, beloved? All right, let's get busy getting busy. Let me get into this live because we're going to keep going. That part right there, Lynetta, that part right there, beloved, the whole time, we just didn't know. 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 B57, what's up, beloved? I see you. Um, who am I? I see you, beloved. What's up, beloved? Let me say this to you guys. In order to awaken, you have to develop the ability to listen. In order for you to awaken, you have to develop the ability to listen. I say that about hearing. We can all hear. Anyone with a pair of ears can hear you. Listening is a skill. It's the number one skill, the skill required. Before you can get to discipline, before you can get to character, before you can get to integrity, man, you got to be able to listen. And let me tell you what the problem is. We're always listening from fixed positions. We're always listening from our fixed prejudices. We're always listening from our fixed beliefs and our assumptions. We listen only to confirm what we already believe to be true. And the moment that that person says something to you that's out of alignment with what you believe to be true, we stop listening. And in that moment, you are only listening to respond. You're no longer listening to understand. You're no longer listening for growth. See, the self-aware person, they look at you like this. If I'm going to give you my time, if I'm going to give you my attention, if I'm going to give you I'm getting ready to listen to you. Because if I'm going to sit here and entertain a conversation where I don't want to listen, I'm not paying attention, I'm not focused, then what am I doing here? I'm sitting here wasting my time. The self-aware person does not waste their time. So if they're going to sit and have a conversation with you, you damn well better believe they're going to be listening to you, but not listening to respond, not listening from some fixed position. Right? That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Curly, I appreciate you, beloved. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. This is so important. Listening is the number one skill required in awareness. See, we enter conversations with our assumptions, with our programming and conditioning. And we believe, and we enter into conversations with what we already believe to be true. See, rare is the person who enters the conversation looking for growth and understanding. Very few people that you talk to, beloved, are entering the conversation looking for growth and understanding. Curly, I appreciate you, beloved. They're not looking for growth and understanding. That person is listening to the responding. I want to win the conversation. See, in awareness, you can't win the argument because the truth is never contained in the argument. We only argue about our prejudices. We only argue about our concepts. That's what we argue about. But you can't argue about the truth. The truth is never contained in an argument, beloved. No person, no words carry the truth. Words point us in the direction of truth. I'll give you that. But they are not powerful enough to carry it. You've never argued over the truth. You've only argued over your opinion. You've argued over your judgment. You've argued over your assumptions. I'll give you that. But you've never argued about the truth. Never, not even one time. Think about what I'm saying. No word is the thing that it's actually trying to describe. This is why so many people get lost when it comes to the Bible, because when they're reading the Bible, they're taking everything literally. Let me say that one more time. No word on the planet, including your name. Let me qualify it. Start with your name. Is your name who you are? It's a simple yes or no. Is your name who you are, or does it only point to who you are? Let's just start with, let me just get a 5 seconds of truth about you. Let me just get 5 seconds of truth out of you. Is your name what you are? Were you already something before you had the name? Okay, so your name is not what you are. Your name points to who you are. Your name is not a description. It only points. And every word only points. Here's the problem. Sleeping people take the word literally. This is what keeps them asleep. See, the self-aware person understands that you have to seek the end of seeking. That's when you arrive, because you're already there. Because the search itself implies that you are not the thing that you are searching for. I wonder how many people will understand that. Queen, I see you, beloved. So what I was saying is, the self-aware person understands that you have to seek the end of seeking. Because when you seek the end of seeking, that's when you arrive. Because the search itself implies that you are not the thing you're searching for. That's why you search it. You're searching because in your mind, you are not it yet, but that's a treadmill. You will forever be searching. Why? Because the thing you're looking for, you're already in possession of. And I tell you guys this all the time, right? You think about the man who's looking for his glasses. His glasses have been on his head the entire time, but he forgot he put them there. So he's opening up drawers, and he opens up another drawer, and every drawer that he opens, he just gets a little bit more frustrated. He's tearing the couches, the pillows off the couches, and he's doing all this looking, never realizing and understanding that the thing that he was looking for, he had never lost. So you have to seek the end of seeking, because the searching itself implies that you are not the thing you are searching for. If you're searching for love, that implies that you are not the thing you are searching for. If you're searching for happiness, that implies that you are not the thing you are searching for. If you're searching for peace, that implies that you are not in possession of the thing that you're searching for. It's that belief that's keeping you disconnected from it. And then how will I find what I've never lost? Come on, Rocco. Come on, Rocco. Pin what Rocco just said up there, beloved. Pin Rocco's comment. Come on, Rocco. I know you growing like a weed. See right there. See now. See, you see what Rocco just said, because but it's that belief that keeps you disconnected from the very thing that you're searching for. It's the belief. Why? Because beliefs create reality, right? Our thoughts don't create reality. Our beliefs create reality. So if I believe that I need to look for happiness, look for love, if I need to heal, that belief is going to keep me disconnected from the very thing I'm looking for. Does that make sense? Maybe that doesn't make sense. Maybe I think Rocco picked it up. Letitia, what's up, beloved? Hey, Myra, what's up, beloved? Do me a favor real quick, you guys. Hey, what's up, Nicole? Yeti Bear, I see you. Anything that you're searching for, anything that you're seeking, anything that that belief implies that you're not the thing, even though it comes from you. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that whatever it is you're looking for, it's coming from you. So the moment you go out looking for it, you're creating that belief that's actually keeping you disconnected from the very thing you're looking for. So exactly. So when you say, because again, this is a law of assumption. What does the law of assumption imply? The law of assumption states that whatever you assume, see, this is what makes assumptions more powerful than beliefs. We talk about this all the time. Beliefs require evidence. Assumptions don't. That's what makes you so powerful, is that you can tap into your assumptions because your imagination is really the only reality. Your external reality is only a reflection of your internal reality, right? That's not bumper sticker talk. That's the realest thing I could ever tell you. So so I don't need to change my external reality because it's not the problem. It's just a printout. The problem is in my mind. And so, so if I don't change what's happening in my mind, I won't change what's happening in my external reality. But the point not to be missed is that the law of assumptions clearly states that whatever I assume to be true about myself, reality has no choice but to mirror that belief. So if I assume that I'm already happy, I assume that I'm already healed, I assume that I'm not broken, I assume that I'm already whole and complete, reality has no choice but to support me and surround me with everything that confirms what I believe to be true. And so you're only broken because you're saying you are. You only need to be fixed because you're saying you are. You only think you need to be healed because you assuming that you are. You saying that so reality is like, okay, I'm gonna give you all the evidence. When you say I need to heal, I'm broken, I need to be fixed, I need to work on myself, I need to get better. Your reality is looking at you, and this is why you don't have the unconditional love. This is why you don't, because reality has you in like you're in work in progress mode at that time. No, I'm already the thing. But here's the thing: once you create that assumption, I've got to walk, act, talk, think, and believe like I'm already that thing. This is why I say the farmer's mentality is the coldest mentality on the planet. I'm telling y'all this right now. This is why I tell you guys this all the time. That farmer's mentality, in my opinion, is the coldest mindset on the planet. Because that farmer's mentality is predicated on pure faith. He's getting ready to take that tiny seed. He's going to plant that seed. He's going to water that seed. And then he's going to walk away. He's going to go call the grocery store and say, listen, I got watermelon coming. I got cantaloupe coming. I'm talking about it's still in seed format. I've got watermelons coming. I've got cantaloupes coming. I've got this coming. I've got that coming. And he's already got people placing orders already. I'm telling you now, that's walking with maximum faith. He's not going outside every other day to dig up the seed to see if it's growing. He's not doing that. Once he plants that seed, it's over with. So once you say, I'm already healed, don't dig up the seed. Once you say, I'm already complete, don't dig up the seed. Once you say, I'm already abundant, don't dig up the seed with all of your doubts and allowing your ego to project what it thinks you are onto the moment. That farmer's mentality and that raft mentality, two of the coldest mentality. That farmer, think about what I'm saying. That farmer's his whole business is predicated on faith. And nobody's promising him anything. The soil didn't promise him anything. He's all predicated on faith. Whole operation. What would your life, let me ask you an important question. What would your life look like if you move just like the farmer moves? Just imagine that. Just give me 5 seconds to just imagine that thought. Just imagine that thought. What would your life look like if you moved exactly how that farmer moves? Maximum faith, no doubt whatsoever. And that's what God is saying. You don't have a reason to doubt yourself. What do you keep doubting yourself for? Because as long as you assume that this thing is getting ready to happen for you, it's going to happen for you. But not if you keep digging up that seed with all of your doubts and all of your fears and all of your insecurities and allowing your ego to convince you that you're not going to become whatever it is you're trying to be. Because whatever you want to be in life, you're going to get met with equal resistance to the thing you're trying to become. And that's what most people don't realize. That's where God is going to test you the most. Uh-oh. I don't think you caught that part. I don't know if you caught that part. Some of you guys may have caught it. Some of you guys may have caught what I just said. Lynette, I see, beloved. All right, let me get into this live. Let me see if I can let me see if I can finish this. Let me see if I can finish what I wrote today. Trina, I see, beloved. I think that's the coolest and flyest thing on the planet, you guys. I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it so solid with you right now. I'm gonna keep it so solid with you right now. I think that's the coolest thing on the planet. Whatever it is you going after in life, whatever it is that thing you want, no matter how big it is, no matter how small it is, it doesn't matter. You're going to get met with an equal amount of resistance to the size of the thing that you're going after. Understand that now. And what God is seeing is this: which one are you going to feed? You going to feed the one that says you can't do it, or you going to feed the one that says you can? Which one are you going to feed? See, we used to talk about, in ancient times, they talk about the good wolf and the bad wolf that exists in every person. Every person literally has a good wolf and a bad wolf. Yeah, it's philosophical, but it's really true, right? So which wolf do you feed? Because the wolf that you feed is the one that wins the war. It's the one that wins the battle. Some of you guys are feeding the wrong wolf. You're feeding the wolf that feeds on your doubt. You're feeding the wolf that feeds on on who you used to be. You're feeding the wolf that feeds on your limitations and everything you think you can't become. Man, you feed the wrong wolf. Your life in this moment is a reflection of the wolf that you've been feeding. You can only change what you understand. What you do not understand is changing you. That toxic relationship is changing you right now. It's changing the way you love yourself. It's changing what you believe to be true about yourself. It's negatively impacting your self-concept. You can only change what you understand. What you do not understand is changing you. That life that you keep waking up to every day, that you no longer love, it's changing you. It's changing how you see yourself. It's changing how you show up for yourself. That person that you're waking up next to every day, that can't meet you where you want to be met, but you keep showing up to the relationship, giving it your time, energy, and attention, it's changing you. You can only change what you understand. What you do not understand is changing you. Some of you guys are being changed right now. Not into the person you want to be, but into a lesser version of yourself. And you're programming your mind to settle for a life that's beneath what you are capable of living. That's the only thing you create right now. You are training. See, you in this moment, you are who you train yourself to be. Every person on this live right now, in this moment, is only a reflection of who you've trained yourself to be. So when you're waking up every single day to a life that you don't love, you're training yourself. When you go to that job every single day that no longer fulfills you, you're training yourself. When you tolerate the disrespect and you show up small to your own life, you are training yourself. Not to become the most powerful version of you, but to become the most powerful, limited version of yourself. I tell you guys this all the time. Most people are suffering because you've settled for who you almost could have become. Just let that sink in. Manifest Dream Girl, what's up, beloved? Jalen, what's up, beloved? I see you. Aurelia, I see you, beloved. Let me say this to you. Reality needs you to move forward. Not in a little while, not one day, now. Reality needs you to move forward, beloved. Because no matter how much emotion or feelings you may have toward the situation that hurt you, life has to go on. Let me give it to you in a way I know you can't miss it. Let me give it to you in a way I know you can't miss it. Think about what I'm saying. There's 8 billion people walking around the face of this earth right now. Nobody knows what you're going through. Maybe the person that hurt you might have an idea with respect to what they did to you. But all 8 billion people, they don't know what you're going through. They moving on with their life. They starting businesses and going to work and going to the gym and going out to the movies and all of these other things like that. They're not thinking about you. And what's hurting you is your mind is stuck in a time period where you got hurt. And that's why you can't move forward. Let me say that one more time. The reason why you're stuck is because your mind is trapped in a time period where you got hurt and you don't know how to let go of that situation. And what reality is trying to teach you is that you need to move on. This is why radical acceptance is so important, because that thing that happened to you is just an unchangeable part of your reality. That's all it is. You can't edit it. You can't change it. You can't alter it in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing you can do but accept what is. Let go of what was and get fully into what is. What is represents this moment. What is represents life. You're not able to love yourself unconditionally because your mind is still trapped in a time period where you got hurt. You've got to let that go. You have to let that go. You can't allow someone else's behavior to become your permanent feelings. And it's all, it's all coming from see, your pain didn't break you. You just never forged anything from it. You never became anything from it. That pain was a gift to you. That was supposed to be your springboard. That was supposed to be your catalyst. See, I take everything that happens to me, and it's going to be the number one reason why I grow. The number one reason why I go hit that gym. The number one reason why I study a little bit more. The number one reason why I show up for myself more. You didn't forge anything from your pain. That's why it's hurting you. See, there's only two things that's going to happen. You're going to either forge something from your pain, or you're going to wrap your identity around your pain. And that's why you're suffering. You never forged anything from it. If you disrespect me, I'm going to become more powerful. If you don't show up for me, I'm going to become more powerful. If you betray me, I'm becoming more powerful. If you disrespect me, I'm becoming more powerful. I'm going to take everything you throw at me, and I'm building the bricks in my mind that's going to create that mansion for me. Everything you project onto me, I'm leveraging. See, when you become self-aware, you understand that I'm always looking for it. I'm looking for anything I can to leverage. Because there's only two things that's going to happen. See, we were created to transmute the energy. That's one of the main reasons why God created us. Take everything wrong in your life and use that as the springboard to create what's right. You don't let what's wrong hurt you. You don't let what's wrong tear you down. No, you take what's wrong and use that as fuel and ammunition to go and create what's right. You alchemize everything. That person walked out on you, go start that business. That person cheated on you, go write that book. This person lied to you, go start that kickboxing class. Take that energy out on something that's going to transform you, not something that's going to traumatize you. Jazz, I see you, beloved. I'm telling you, I look at everything that's in the chat, all the little disrespect. Oh, I'm leveraging that. Oh, yeah, I'm leveraging all of it. But what I won't do is allow it to attack me. Why? Because I need me. I'm all I got. And that's what you don't understand. You are all you got. You're taking the very thing that can take your life to the next level, and you punishing the version of you. No, I can't punish me because it's something that you said. No, I got to leverage that. Your disrespect is my catalyst. Your criticism is my catalyst. The lies, the cheating, the betrayal are all my catalysts. One day you will beg to have a seat at my table. I'm going to see to that. I'm going to see to that. That's what I'm saying. What was the question? Somebody asked me a question. I'm sorry. Did I miss something? Days, what's up, beloved? Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm leveraging everything. All of it. Oh, I didn't disrespect me. Yvette, what's up, beloved? That part right there, I'm telling you, you're going to do that. Yeah, I wish I would sit at home and let your behavior tear me down. Let your behavior cause me to spiral into unhappiness. Let your behavior, no, I'm leveraging that. I'm going to write that book. I'm going to start that LLC. I'm going to start that kickboxing class. I'm going to start that boot camp. I'm going to start that master course. I'm going to leverage everything you throw at me. This is what God is saying. I'm going to throw stones at you. Let me see what you do. I'm going to knock you off your course. Let me see what you do. See, here's what I'm telling you. Anybody can act right when all things are going the way you need them to. Anyone can do that, beloved. Anyone can act right when life is moving the way you want it to move. You ain't doing nothing special. God is like, who do you become when it's not going the way? I'm the most powerful when things don't go my way, not when they do. When they do, that's easy. That's lunch money right there. No, who do you become when things aren't going how you need them to? How much faith do you have in him when that person walks out of your life? How much faith you have in him when your boss gets on you? How much faith do you have in him when that person criticizes you? Run the play. Watch. God knows whatever I throw at my son, he's going to become more powerful. That disrespect is going to make him more powerful. This is what I'm saying. You see, watch this right here. I'm going to give it to you in the way I know you don't miss it. I'm going to give it to you the way I know you don't miss it. So there was this farmer, and his favorite donkey had fell in the well. And so the farmer was looking around for a day or two. He's like, where's the donkey? Finally, he went over and looked in the well, and the donkey was in the well. But the donkey was so far down that he couldn't reach him. So first he tried to throw some rope down. He couldn't get it. He tried to tie something around the donkey and pull the donkey up. He couldn't get it. So after a while, the farmer figured, I don't want my donkey to suffer. So he started throwing dirt down in the well, thinking that he was burying the donkey. So he threw the dirt down there, the donkey just shake it off. He kept throwing some more dirt down there, the donkey just shaking it off. Every time the donkey would shake off the dirt, the donkey would rise a little higher and rise a little higher and rise a little higher, to where finally the farmer and the donkey realized, well, if we keep this process going, I'm going to walk smooth out of here. See, the moral of the story is this: you take the dirt and you shake it off. You take the cheating and you shake it off. You take the pain and you shake it off. You take the disrespect and you shake it off. You shake everything off. And you use that to allow yourself to rise higher and higher and higher and higher to who you ultimately want to become. That's the point not to be missed. Whatever you throw at me, I'm shaking it off, but I will not carry your dirt. I'm going to stand on it. I won't carry it. I'll stand on it. Rocco, I see you, beloved. Been chosen, I see you. See, some of you guys are suffering because you carry the dirt. That's what's hurting you. You carrying the dirt. You know, this person did this, you carrying the dirt. This person did that to you, you carrying the dirt. This person cheated on you, you carrying the dirt. This person lied to you, you carrying the dirt. You carrying all the dirt. The dirt, the very dirt that you were supposed to stand on, to rock, to allow that to push you closer to who you want to be. Is you're wearing it now. That's the point not to be missed. Do me a favor, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories if you haven't already done so, please. Baddest thing on the planet is you. I dare you to believe it. Yep, I said it. Baddest thing on the planet is you. I dare you to believe it. You have no problem believing the fears. You don't have no problem believing your doubts. You don't have no problem believing in your limitations. You don't have no problem believing in that depression. I just need you to believe in you to the same degree that you believe in that fear. Believe in you to the same degree that you believe in that depression. Believe in you to the same degree that you believe in that anxiety. You ain't got no problem believing in those things. So now it's time to put all that belief on you. Miss O, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. See, here's the real problem. Every day you wake up, you're carrying the ghost of who you used to be. You are not trapped by who you've been. You're trapped by the version of yourself who won't let you're trapped by the version of yourself that built your identity around your pain. That's what you're trapped by. You're not trapped by who you used to be. You're trapped by the very identity you built around your pain. That's what's hurting you, because that version of yourself can't take you any further than you are in this moment. See, you are only chained to your old self because you are mentally holding the chains to that particular experience. The experience isn't chained to you, but you won't let go of the experience. So the chains are mental. Stop talking about what broke you. From this moment moving forward, don't ever repeat that story again surrounding what broke you. And let me tell you why. Because all your subconscious knows is what you consistently repeat about yourself. That's all it knows. So if you're always talking about the situation that broke you, then you're still living in the past, which means that you keep tearing the Band-Aid off the wound. Every time you tell the story about what broke you, you're tearing the Band-Aid off the wound. See, you can allow yourself to experience the emotion, but you don't vacation there. I can feel the emotion, but I don't need to vacation there. Let me say this to you. Happiness isn't something that you chase or pursue. Because how will you ever find what you're already in possession of? Happiness is our natural state of being. You were born happy. This is important. This is important. This is so important. You were born happy. But when you were born, you weren't living under any illusions. There were no prejudices there, no judgments about other people there. You did not see color at all. You saw people for people until you had been conditioned by your parents, society, and your culture. There was a time when you saw people for people. No judgments, no assumptions. You didn't see color. You didn't have expectations on them. Nothing. You just saw people for people. Somebody programmed you to see color. Somebody programmed you to categorize yourself through your culture. All that's a program you running. And ever since you started running that program, happiness, fleeting. Unconditional love, fleeting. Joy, fleeting. Thank you, beloved. You don't see the problem? I'm gonna see if you see it. You don't see the problem? I'm just gonna see if you see it. You don't see the problem? That part right there, Trina. Curly, come on, beloved. We got to teach him. You don't see the problem. You don't see it. You don't see how when you stop being the version of yourself that God created you to be, all the pain showed up, all the trauma showed up, all the suffering showed up. The moment you stopped being, you came in being the version of yourself that God created you to be. Unconditional love, unconditional happiness, joy, peace, bliss, abundance. You didn't need anything. You didn't need people. You didn't need anything. You were already happy with nothing. I mean, but you were already blissfully happy, happier than ever. When you came into this world, you were happier with that person that has $1 billion in their account right now. That's a diamond hard fact. That's a diamond hard fact. There was a time when you came into this world, when you were happier than that person that's sitting with $1 billion in their account right now. What happened? Hyper chicken, I see, beloved. See, here's the thing, beloved. Come on, let's talk. Me and you. We just hanging out. Let's just talk. There was nothing blocking your happiness back then. Think about it. No illusions, no fantasies. You didn't have all these expectations on people. You didn't need people to perform for you. You didn't need anything. You came into this world. You were the closest thing to God in that moment. Closest thing to him in that moment. And then the world got involved. Your parents got involved. Society got involved. Your culture got involved. You ain't been the same since. You don't see the problem? Awareness is trying to get you back there, beloved. That's the whole point. It's trying to get you back there. Period. Where I don't see color. I don't make assumptions about people that I don't even know. I don't judge anyone because what you judge, you cannot understand. What you judge, you cannot appreciate. Curly, thank you, beloved. You can't appreciate what you judge. The moment you judge something, all understanding stops in that moment because you think you know, even though you don't. There are no more prejudices living in me. I don't have a fixed mindset with respect to who I think you are. So I've suspended my assumptions, suspended my judgments, suspended my criticisms that were so unfairly projected onto you. See, people are always trying to change what they don't understand. People don't need to be changed. They need to be understood. If you understood the person, you would know why they move the way they do. You would know why they make the decisions that they make. This is why God loves you unconditionally. He understands you. Now, do the people in your life know you or do they understand you? Because there's a big difference between the two. If I don't know who you are at your essence, then I don't know you. I only know how I benefit from you. I only know what you bring to my table. I only know what you add to my life. Because if I don't know me that deeply, how can I know you that deeply? So do the people in your life know you or do they understand you? Because unconditional love requires understanding. And if I have understanding, I don't place psychological contracts on you. I don't need you to complete me. My relationship with you is not transactional. I don't need you to walk, talk, act, and think a certain way, or I'll punish you and weaponize my love and withhold it from you. Some of you guys are in that situation right now. The moment that you stop moving the way your partner wants you to move, all of a sudden they turn that love into a weapon and they pull it away from you. That's not love. That's an attachment. That part right there, to know is to understand, beloved, that part right there, you know. See, I can only love you when I understand you. The reason why you have unconditional love for your kids is because you understand them. You was there from day one. You fully understand them. You know when they're telling you the truth, you know when they're lying to you. You understand them. But for everyone else, we just know them. We don't understand them. And that's what awareness requires. It requires you to take the time to understand people. Curly, thank you, beloved. So the billion-dollar question is, why aren't you experiencing the happiness right now? What's blocking it? What's blocking it? What's blocking the unconditional love? I'll tell you what's blocking it. You have to drop something. You have to drop something. You have to drop your prejudices. You have to drop your assumptions about other people. You have to drop the labels that you placed on others before you even know anything about the person. If you're currently unhappy, it's because you have added something to your life that you weren't born with. If you are currently unhappy, it's because you have added something to your life that you weren't born with. And it's that addition that's creating the unhappiness in your life. Do you love God enough to drop your assumptions about other people? Do you love God enough to drop your prejudices? Do you love him enough to drop all of your assumptions, all of your criticisms about people that you don't even know? Because once you drop all of those things, it gives you the ability to see people, because right now you're seeing people through your filters. All of those things are filters, beloved, just like the glasses I'm wearing. Reality is being filtered through these glasses. So when I judge, criticize, I make assumptions about you, I have all these prejudices, those are all filters. Why would, here, I'm gonna ask you a question. I just want you to listen with your spiritual common sense. Why would God give you the gift of unconditional love? And you're looking at his children with all of these filters that he doesn't even use. Why would he allow you to experience happiness, joy, peace, bliss, and abundance when you're judging his children unfairly? Just use your spiritual common sense. Just think about it. Unconditional love is the most powerful force in the universe. So why would he allow you to experience the most powerful force in the universe if you walking around with all these filters? If that's the case, then you would never change. You would never transform. This is why it's not there, because it's something that you have to drop. Which requires you to be everything for yourself and stop needing people to be things for you that you haven't figured out how to be for yourself. King Kev, what's up, beloved? I'm telling you, it's the most beautiful thing in the world to walk through life now, just like I used to when I was 2 or 3 years old, and I don't need anyone to be anything for me. I don't see people through my assumptions. I don't see them through color. I don't see them through my prejudices. I don't see them through my assumptions, right? I don't see them through what I need them to. I don't see them through my expectations. I don't see them that way. I set that down. I just see them for what they are, which gives me the ability to really see them. That part right there, Dej. That part right there. Sandy, what's up, beloved? Does that make sense? King Kev, I appreciate you. Again, do me a favor real quick, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories if you haven't already done so, please. All right, let's turn up. Just think about what I'm saying, beloved. This is the most dangerous prison on the planet is the one you cannot see. Turn your awareness up. George Otto, what's up, beloved? Let me say that one more time. The most dangerous prison on the planet. I didn't say nothing about Alcatraz. I didn't say anything about Pelican Bay. I didn't say anything about San Quentin. We can see those things. We can see those prisons. If you can see it, it's not the most dangerous. If you can physically see it, it is not a threat to you. The most dangerous prison on the planet is the one that you cannot even see. If you don't have complete freedom in your relationship, you're in prison. If you wake up every day to a life that you don't love and you're not doing anything about it, you're in prison. If you're going to a job every day that makes you unhappy, you're in prison. And let me tell you why. Because all of these things are blocking the flow of unconditional love in you right now in this moment. See, most people believe that their greatest enemies live somewhere outside of them. This is why most people never change, because we think that the enemy lives on the outside. They blame their past, their parents, bad luck, or the people that have betrayed them. But that's the first illusion that reality wants you to believe. No prison has ever become more dangerous than the one that convinces its prisoner that they're free. The walls are invisible because they are built from outdated beliefs, not bricks. The world does not decide the quality of your life. The person you currently identify as does. The truth is always painful when you spent years defending a lie. See, every time you say, "This is just who I am," another brick gets added to the prison. Every time you procrastinate, another brick gets added to the prison. Every time you tolerate disrespect, another brick gets added to the prison. The tragedy is not that you built a self-imposed prison. The tragedy is that you stopped looking for the key. That's the tragedy. Not that you built the prison, the fact that you're no longer looking for the key. Here's something I want you to think about. Just think about it. There comes a moment in every life when who you've been can no longer carry who you are becoming. Just let that hit your spirit. I appreciate that. Just let that hit your spirit. Just want you to sit with that for a second. Bashan, I see you, beloved. One more time. There comes a moment in every life. I didn't say in a few lives. There comes a moment in every life, and some of you guys may be at that moment right now. You may be knocking at the door of that moment right now. There comes a moment in every life when who you've been can no longer carry who you are becoming. The hardest battle that you'll ever fight against isn't your circumstances. It's not some critic somewhere on social media. It's not your past. It's the fight against the old version of you that keeps begging you to stay comfortable. See, some of us are holding on to old mindsets, old fears, old habits, and old excuses because they're familiar. But let me remind you of something. Growth and comfort can never walk on the same path. It'll never work that way. You cannot step into a new season while wearing yesterday's identity. Today, I want to challenge you to make one courageous decision. No more waiting until you feel ready. Don't sell yourself that story anymore. No more waiting on things to get easier. Because the person you're becoming is stronger than the person you've been. Your future is going to require a more powerful mindset than the one that built your past. Your future is going to require for you to become the most disciplined version of yourself. Your healing is going to require that you only associate with people who improve you, not people that validate all of your excuses. Let me be direct. If the 5 people you spend the most time with, if they're not challenging you, inspiring you, or holding you to a higher standard, they are anchoring you to mediocrity. Your life won't change until your identity does. You can make all the goals in the world that you want, but if you're still operating from the same identity that has given you your current reality, then how can you possibly change your life? Think about what I'm saying. If you're trying to change your life with the same identity, same mindset that built the life that you are currently living, you'll never get to the next level. Every new dream requires a different version of yourself. Every new goal requires you to become someone different. Yesterday's mindset won't build tomorrow's empire. Who you used to be can't hold the steering wheel of who you are becoming. And that's why so many people are stuck. Because you're praying for a life that the current version of you can't sustain. They don't have the discipline and the character and the integrity to hold that life together, which means that if God blesses you with that, you're going to be crushed under the weight of what you prayed for. This is why we have to change with every goal. With every dream, we have to change. You can't stay the same and become the most powerful version of yourself at the same time. That shouldn't even make sense to you. So you don't need more motivation. You don't need to go and watch another video. You don't need another self-help book. You don't need to lower the bar on your goals and dreams so that you can be more realistic. That's not what you have to do. See, the life you want lives on the other side of what you're afraid to confront. The life you want lives on the other side of what you're afraid to walk away from. The life you want lives on the opposite side of the identity that you refuse to let go of. The current version of you is holding the future version of you hostage. See, the person you want to become lives on the opposite side of the decisions you're afraid to make. Some of you guys are one decision away from changing your whole life. That decision might be to leave that toxic relationship. That decision might be to let go of who you used to be. That decision might be to let go of that one friend that you absolutely love, but you know she no longer adds value to your life because you've outgrown that relationship. That decision might be to let go of your attachments. Let go of what you're clinging to. Let go of your procrastination. Let go of all of your excuses. Let go of the fact that you haven't developed a growth mindset. Fall in love with who you could become, not with who you used to be. Fall in love with your potential, not your pain. Fall in love with the awareness, not with your wounds. Because like I told you guys this all the time, the most powerful prison on the planet is the one that you can't see. That life that you keep waking up to that you no longer love, but you're not doing anything about it, that's your prison. That person that you're waking up to that can't meet you where you need to be met, and they keep showing you time after time, that's your prison. That job that can no longer fulfill you, that's your prison. That body that you no longer love, but you're not doing anything about it, that's your prison. And it's not a prison. Let me say it this way. It's only a prison because it's blocking unconditional love. It's blocking happiness. It's blocking joy, peace, bliss. It's blocking these things. It's keeping you from experiencing. And this is why I say life is a buffet, but most people are starving to death. This is what that means. That means that happiness is there, but you won't allow yourself to experience it. Joy is there, but you won't allow yourself to experience it. Unconditional love is there, but you won't allow yourself to experience it because there's something that you won't let go of, something that you won't walk away from, some decision that you're afraid to make. That part right there, just the key. And what's worse about the prison that lives in our mind is that it's made up of your own thoughts. It's made up of your own beliefs. But for most people, we're no longer looking for the key. We've just accepted the life sentence. Everything is available to you right now. Will you allow yourself to experience it? That's what God is saying. When you're focusing on what is missing from your life, you're blocking happiness from being in your life. When you're attached to the past, some experience that happened to you, you're blocking, you're producing all of the attachment in you. I mean, all of your depression, right? We're not supposed to be attached to anything, nothing. We are not supposed to be attached to anything. Period. Because if you have an attachment, that means that you don't have control of the thing. The thing has control over you. Anything that you become attached to, you're a slave to. That's the reason why. If you don't let go of all of the decisions that you repeatedly justify in the dark, you'll never become powerful in the light. Just sit with that for a second. I'm not asking you to change your life right now. I'm just asking you to change the way you look at it. If you don't let go of all of the decisions that you justify in the dark, which are keeping you stuck, you'll never become powerful in the light. Because your private decisions and your public destiny are interconnected. Your growth is buried in the very place that you keep avoiding. What are you currently avoiding that you need to confront? What's the one decision you keep justifying in the dark That's blocking who you could become in the light. Your private life is controlling your public destiny, and you don't see it. You don't see it. See, there's a battle taking place inside of every single person. And most people never recognize what they're truly fighting. They think the struggle is with the difficult circumstances. They think the struggle is with the limited opportunities or the painful memories or the opinions of other people. They believe that if their environment changed, everything else would fall in place. But the greatest conflict has never been outside of you. The greatest conflict has always been between the person you are today and the person you have the potential to become. Stop right there, full stop. That's your war. Your battle is not with me. Your battle is not with the people on social media. Your battle is not with your significant other. Your battle is not with your family or friends. Your entire battle is between who you are right now and who you have the potential to be. Who wins that war at the end of the day? That's all you should be focused on. In this moment, there are two versions of you existing at the same time. There's who you are, and then there's who you have the potential to become. And for some of you guys, you've settled for who you are. Every time you continue to show up to that toxic relationship, you've settled for who you are. Every time you tolerate disrespect, you've settled for who you are. Every time you wake up to that life every day that you no longer love, but you keep showing up to it, you have settled for who you are. It's not life that's hurting you. It's not people that's hurting you. It's not your significant other that's hurting you. It's what you settle for. That's what's doing all of the damage to you. Your life will never rise above what you believe you deserve. Curly, I appreciate you, beloved. Jazz, I see you. Lamika, I see you. Yeah, that part right there, Star, you're only suffering because of what you settle for. That's the only reason. And what's up, beloved? Thank you for that. See, here's the thing that most people don't understand. Every dream demands a different version of you. The life you desire requires a mindset that's stronger than the one you've been relying on. Curly, I appreciate you, beloved. Let me say that one more time. The life you demand requires a mindset that's stronger than the one you are currently relying on. The future you are praying for cannot be built by the habits that created your current limitations. Think about what I'm saying. How you gonna build the most powerful version of you with the same habits that built the limitations you're currently experiencing right now? If nothing changes within you, nothing significant changes around you. See, success is not simply about reaching some destination. Success is about becoming someone capable of carrying that destination. I've got to carry this version of me because who I used to be can't do what I'm doing right now. He didn't have the character. He didn't have the discipline. He didn't have the integrity. He couldn't have done it. He would have been crushed under the weight of this moment. Just to qualify my point, who I used to be would be crushed under the weight of what I have to do in this moment. He couldn't sustain this. He wouldn't have been able to talk to you guys for 10 minutes, let alone 2 hours. He wouldn't have been able to do it. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. You can't build your new life on the foundation of the person you used to identify as. It won't work. So when you praying to God, he's looking at it like you're not, if you want next level prayers, you got to become a next level person. You want a next level life, you got to become a next level person. You want to have more, you have to become more. Neptune, I see you, beloved. But you can't say the same and have more at the same time. That part right there, it won't work. And it's like God, I tell you guys this all the time. It's not like God is saying, oh, I don't want you to have that life. He doesn't care about what you want. Whether you want $1 billion or you want $1, it's all the same to him. That's nothing to him. It's something to you. What we call money is not what he calls money. So whether you want $1 billion or you want $1, to him it's all the same. But what's important is, are you the version of yourself that matches what's on your vision board? Are you the version of yourself that matches what's on your goals? Are you that version of you, meaning your character, your integrity, your discipline, your self-awareness, your emotional intelligence, who you are in the dark? Does all of that align? I don't need you to convince me. I need you to convince you. Come on, top G. Pin what top G put up there. That's so beautiful, beloved. Pin that right there. Pin that right there. Please, somebody pin that quick. We need that on a shirt. That's beautiful, top G. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. 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 That encapsulates this whole message, all in one sentence. I appreciate the gifts, you guys. See, I think the problem for a lot of us is, the old version of ourselves wants familiarity, wants safety. It wants to repeat yesterday because yesterday is predictable, right? But every time you wake up being who you were yesterday, then 24 hours has been wasted. We just wasted 24 hours. The new version of you speaks differently because it reminds you that greatness is never discovered from inside your comfort zone. I don't know a person on the planet that has ever achieved greatness inside of their comfort zone. I don't know one. Every single person that we know, historically speaking, has experienced greatness on the other side of their comfort zone. Greatness can never be discovered if you're settling for less than you deserve. Greatness can never be discovered if you're showing up small in your own life. Greatness can never be discovered if you're afraid to speak your truth. Greatness can never be discovered if you're afraid to lose people. Greatness can never be discovered if you're placing all of these expectations on other people, psychological contracts on other people. How do you experience greatness that way? Greatness means that the thing that I want to experience is coming from me. I want to experience love. Well, guess what? It's coming from me. I want to experience happiness. Well, guess what? It's coming from me. I want to experience joy and peace. Well, guess what? I can only give myself those things. People can only enhance what's there, but what they can't do is create what's missing in me. And that's why relationships suffer. because we show up in relationships wanting people to complete what was incomplete within ourselves. Truth is knocking at the door. How selfish, how selfish, how selfish can we be to place an expectation on someone else so that I can be happy, so that I can feel whole, so that I can feel complete? I need you to move a certain way for me, talk a certain way for me, show up a certain way for me. And when you don't, I'll punish myself. I'll release all of these negative feelings in me. I'll block unconditional love in me. I'll block happiness in me. I'll block peace in me. I can't block it in you, but I'll block it in me. Do you see how crazy that sounds? But that's how we're moving. That's how we're moving. When you place an expectation on someone else, that's exactly what you're saying. I need you to walk, talk, act, and think a certain way. And if you don't, I will punish myself. Because every emotion is internal. People can't push your emotional buttons because they're all internal. So the moment that that person violates your expectation, you release the anger, you release sadness, you release unhappiness, you release frustration. And God is saying, where's the awareness? People are struggling, beloved. They're struggling. They're fighting wars in their mind that most people are losing. Most people are struggling to live up to their own expectations, let alone yours. They're struggling. Leave people be. Work on yourself. Give yourself everything you thought you needed from the other person. Give that to yourself first. Before you go out placing expectations on other people, give yourself the very thing that you were expecting to receive from them. Look how difficult it is. And then you'll understand why people fall short in your life. You'll understand why they come up short. You'll understand why their trauma shows up and not the unconditional love, because they didn't know how to give it to themselves. How they going to give it to you? You're going to understand why their pain is more relevant in your relationship than their purpose is, because they don't know how to give themselves that. People can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. They can't meet you any deeper than that. Yeah, we come in pretending. Yeah, we come in wearing the masks. Yeah, we come in saying all of these things to get you to fall in love and to get you to like us and all of these things like that. But at the end of the day, your awareness should show you that this person can't meet you where they want to be met. They can't meet themselves there. That's what awareness is showing you. You don't watch the person, you watch the person's patterns. Because patterns are where the truth lives. Words are what is only pointing your mind in a different direction. And that's what hurts us. You saw the red flags. You saw the inconsistencies. You saw the lack of communication. You saw all of the things breaking down, but you still looked away. And then you blamed the person for what they couldn't give you. They gave me breadcrumbs, but you accepted it. I had to walk on eggshells, but you accepted it. They disrespected me, but you accepted it. See, we can't punish people for what we accept. Where was the unconditional love? Where was the self-respect? Where was the self-worth? Where was the value you placed on yourself? Where'd that go? Don't tell me about what they didn't give you. Tell me about where your self-respect was. Where'd your self-respect go? Did it go to the store? Did it head out to the mall? Did it catch a flight somewhere? This is what I'm saying. You'll never become powerful as long as you blame other people for what's missing in you. I appreciate that gift, beloved. See, radical acceptance is, I wasn't loving myself. That's my truth. I didn't have the emotional intelligence. That's my truth. I didn't have the self-awareness. That's my truth. I wasn't a master of self. That's my truth. And as a result of that, I was a liability to other people. I was a liability to myself. I was a liability to every relationship that I was a part of. I was the liability, not the person, because I didn't understand me. I didn't have control over me. I didn't understand my emotions. I didn't understand my feelings. I didn't understand these things. And then I took all of my lack of understanding and I projected it onto my partner. I feel bad. I'm not upset with them. I feel bad because of everything that was missing in me. I needed them to walk a certain way, talk a certain way, move a certain way, think a certain way. And if they didn't do it, I would punish myself. And then I would weaponize my love and withdraw my love from them. I feel terrible about who I used to be. This is what I'm saying to you. But notice the difference. I don't blame them. I blame me. Right? I blame me. This is radical accountability. This is radical acceptance at the highest level. My partner was never the problem. I was the problem. See, the day that you can say that to yourself, not with some condescending tone, not with some double speak. No, the day that you can say, I was the problem. I didn't have emotional intelligence. I didn't understand my shadow. I didn't understand my pain. I didn't understand my ego. I didn't understand my wounds. I took all of my lack of understanding and everything that was broken in me, and I tried to make something whole and complete with some other person. And the day that you say that to yourself and you truly understand that, mind, body, and spirit, your whole life is going to change. Don't blame other people because you'll never heal that way. Healing begins where all of your hiding ends. When you stop hiding from your truth, that's when you begin to heal. Heavenly, that part right there, that's a beautiful place to be. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. And it's the one truth that will set you free. You know, they say the truth will set you free. That's most definitely the truth that will set you free. May, what's up, beloved? I see you. God wants you to be just like him. Not what the world wants you to be, not what your partner wants you to be, not what society wants you to be, just like him. And it's so easy that we miss it. Just set your expectations down. People are suffering. Set all of the psychological contracts down. People are suffering. Stop chasing love because love is already what you are. What you have to focus on are the obstructions in your life that's blocking love's presence from showing up. It's not about, the problem is not external, the problem is internal. Set your prejudices down. Set your judgments down. Set your assumptions about other people down. Those things don't add a fiber of value to your life. Your assumptions about other people don't add value, they take value away. Your prejudices don't add value, they take value away from you. Your criticisms about people and judgments that you don't even know add no value to your life. They only take value away. And when I set these things down and I can see people clearly and accurately, because that's what unconditional love means. Unconditional love is a heart that doesn't harden itself toward anyone for any reason. Unconditional love means that there's no more transactions. I don't need you to be nice to me in order for me to be nice to you. Because there's been moments in my life when I wasn't even nice to myself. What about that enemy in me? There's been moments in my life when I didn't even believe in me. What about that enemy? There's been moments in my life when I didn't show up for me, when I didn't keep my word to me. So why would I punish you for something that I've done to myself? See, that's what unconditional love means, and that's what radical acceptance means, and that's what God is saying. He's saying the worst enemy you've ever had is the one that you see in the mirror every day. But you don't punish yourself that way. You punish other people. You've been the most inconsistent thing in your life, but you punish other people. Look at all of your negative self-talk, but you punish other people, but you don't punish yourself. And that's what I'm saying. This is what awareness is all about. So I brought myself to unconditional love. I don't need anyone to be anything for me. I don't need you to be anything for me. I don't need you to perform for me. I just need you to be you. And my authenticity will give you permission to show up as the most authentic version of yourself. Now we're talking spirit to spirit, mind to mind, soul to soul. That's the real conversation. No more masks, no more pretending. Just be who you are, because the greatest gift that you can give to this planet is who you are. Because we only get one you. So if you're not the full representation of the one you that we get, then what are we actually getting? What are we getting? Do me a favor real quick, you guys, and share or repost a live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please share or repost a live to your stories. If you haven't already done so, please. Because I appreciate you, beloved. Choosing peace every time. Yeah, it's yeah. So every morning you wake up with a choice. You can remember, you can listen to the voice that reminds you of every mistake you've ever made, every failure you've experienced, and every reason you should stay small. Or you can listen to the voice that reminds you of your purpose, your potential, and your ability to rise again. Both voices exist within you right now, but only one of them deserves your attention. The one you feed becomes the one that leads your life. Some of you guys are stuck because you're feeding the wrong voice. If you continue to feed the voice of your past, it will rob you of your future. Your past may explain why you think the way you do, but it does not have the power to determine who you ultimately become. Stop letting your past speak for you. See, your disappointments may have shaped your perspective. I'll give you that. But they do not get to become your identity. Every day is an opportunity to challenge the beliefs that have limited you for years. Every time you decide to grow, you weaken the grip of the old version of yourself. This is why I've grown. See, for me, I'm always just trying to outgrow who I was yesterday. So I've grown so much and so much every day, every day, every day. I'm growing to where I no longer identify who I used to be. Like I don't even know what that version of me looks like anymore because I've left that version of me so long ago. But not out of pain, and not out of regret, right? From unconditional love. I'm only competing against yesterday's version of me. I'm not competing against anything else. That's the whole competition for me, just who I was yesterday. I just need to be 1% better than I was yesterday. If I can just do that alone, I win the Super Bowl. That part right there, unbothered. Your growth weakens the grip of who you used to be. See, the person you are becoming is waiting on the other side of courage. The courage to walk away from what no longer adds value to your life. The courage to remove yourself from people who don't honor your presence. The courage to walk away from the toxic relationship that's draining you. So you don't need another sign. You need to stop ignoring the signs that God has already shown you. Transformation does not happen by accident. It happens the moment that you stop negotiating with your excuses and start aligning with your purpose. Stop negotiating with yesterday's version of you. See, the war within you is real, and every choice you make is casting a vote for who you are becoming. Think about what I'm saying, beloved. Every decision you make today is casting a vote for either the person you're becoming or for the person you used to be. And for some of you guys, the person you used to be gets more votes than who you are becoming. You call that being stuck. Every disciplined decision strengthens your future, while every excuse you make strengthens the version of you that you no longer want to be. So just think about that. Every decision, every excuse you make, it's only making the old version of you more powerful. Every time you procrastinate, you're making the old version of you more powerful. Every time you don't keep your word to yourself, you're making the old version of you more powerful. That's all I'm saying. See, every person is feeding something within themselves every single day. The question is not whether or not something is growing. The question is, what's growing? What are you growing right now? You growing that toxic relationship? You growing that job that you complain about? You growing the life that you no longer love? Because anything that you're giving your attention to is growing. If you've given it your time, your energy, your attention, you're growing the thing. Intentionally or unintentionally, it's growing. That's the part that we don't understand. But the moment I take my attention back from something, the thing dies immediately. Nothing can survive without your attention. How do I overcome the trauma? It starts with that sentence right there is what creates the problem. Because when you say, how do I overcome the trauma? It assumes that you have something that needs to be overcome. See, and this is why awareness is so important, because it's that story that your ego created that story. That story was created by your ego. There's no truth in the story. There's no trauma to overcome. See, what people don't understand is that trauma is just unresolved stress that we've felt in our body that was never released. That's all trauma is, right? Trauma could be something small. It's a traffic situation. Trauma could be your boss getting on you at work. Trauma could be something that's huge in your mind. But the point not to be missed is, let me say it this way. Let me say it this way. I'm gonna give it to you in a way I know you can't miss it. I'm gonna give it to you in a way I hope you don't miss it. Let me give it to you in a way I hope you don't miss it. In this moment, you are a three-part being: spirit, soul, body, period. And what I need you to understand is that your spirit is pure, untapped potential. Spirit doesn't carry trauma. Spirit doesn't carry depression. Spirit doesn't carry your shadow. Spirit doesn't carry all of the failures and mistakes that you've gathered along the way. Spirit doesn't carry any of that. Spirit doesn't need to heal. Spirit doesn't need to be fixed. Let me say that one more time. Your spirit is pure, untapped potential. That's it. Soul is activity, because soul is comprised of three parts: mind, will, emotion. With your mind, you think. With your will, you choose. And with your emotions, you act. But let's just focus on the mind part. Mind is activity. So there's all of this activity. Mind is non-stop activity. It's like a constant traffic jam in your mind. And your ego, before your spiritual awakening, it's your ego that has you focusing on what broke you, focusing on the future, focusing on your pain, focusing on your trauma, focusing on all of these things. This is your ego that has you doing that, beloved. Your ego is the one that convinced you that you need to heal, that you need to be fixed, that something in you is broken. This is why when you become self-aware, the first thing that has to stop is the ego, right? That's why we call it ego death in awareness, because you don't need to heal, but you're convinced that you do. You're convinced that something is broken in you. Whether you've heard that from some person, you've heard that from your therapist, somebody told you that, right? But the point not to be missed is that it's your ego that's constantly reminding you that this is something that you need to do. But your spirit. So if your spirit and your untapped potential, then what needs to heal? So your spirit, soul, body. Your spirit is going to merge with your soul. And the moment that that happens, let me tell you what's going to happen. This is where your spiritual awakening comes in at, because spirit is going to take care of soul. Soul will take care of body. Soul already has body under control. But what's important for you to understand is this. You're identifying with body. Body is just a transportation system, beloved. That's it. So whatever you think happened to you, or whatever you think is broken, it either happened on a body level or it happened to soul. And so, because soul is mind, will, emotion, right? And so what's important for you to understand now is, once spirit comes online and you have your spiritual awakening, and you begin to, whether you want to write books, whether you want to do courses, whether you want to work out, whether you want to change the world, whether you have whatever that thing, you want to start a business, you want to start a family, you want to start whatever the case may be, your ego is still online. And because your ego is still online, ego never goes away. There's just going to become a time when you silence its voice to the point where it no longer has the power to impact you negatively anymore. But here's what I need you to understand. Every time that you have some thought about something that you want to do that's in alignment with who you are ultimately becoming, let me tell you what's going to happen. Your ego is going to throw up an opposing thought. This is the most important part of what I'm saying. Your ego is going to throw up an opposing thought. So you might say, oh, I want to become self-aware. I want to become more emotional intelligent. I want to work on myself. Your ego is going to create an opposing thought that's equal to the thought that you just created. So your ego is going to say, well, you need to heal first. You're broken. You need to be fixed. Your trauma. You need to get over that. So it's creating that opposing thought. The thought that the ego creates is the one that you don't pay attention to. Again, you've got all of this activity going on in your mind, will, emotion, that's soul. So when you got all of this activity going on, and because you haven't had your spiritual awakening yet, because spirit's not online yet, I'm assuming spirit's not online yet with you, then ego's still in control. So right now, ego has you convinced that you need to heal, that you're broken, that you need to be fixed, that something is wrong with you. And it's so important for you. All of this is just an illusion of your thinking right now. Nothing is broken. Nothing needs to be fixed in you. There's nothing that needs to change. There's nothing that needs to happen. What you have to do is you have to ignore that thought. When I was becoming the version of myself that you see in this moment, my ego was telling me I need to be fixed. I need to heal. Something is broken. What about that trauma? What about this? What about that? So in my mind, I'm thinking I've got all these things that I need to do. And there was nothing that I needed to do, because what I need you to understand is this. No one or nothing can ever have access to spirit. Nothing has ever had access to that version of you. Things can only have access, people most importantly, can only have access to body. They can never have access to soul, and they can never have access to spirit. They can be in your field of energy. They can be in your presence. They can experience your aura, but they will never experience your soul or your spirit. So if that's the case, and it is, and I'm speaking from a 5D consciousness perspective, then nothing has ever hurt you. Someone has touched your physical body maybe inappropriately. Someone may have abused you. Someone may have abandoned you. Someone may have disrespected you. A parent may have done something to you. All of those things I get. I'm not saying that the event didn't happen. What I'm saying is that spirit never experiences anything directly. Spirit only experiences body. Spirit never experiences the event itself. And 9 times out of 10, whatever it is that you're trying to heal from is something that happened to your physical body, or it's something that was said to you. None of those things, whether it was said to you or it was something that physically happened to you, none of those things are what spirit needs to heal from. One more time, spirit is unconditional love. Spirit is joy, peace, abundance, bliss. Spirit is pure, untapped potential. There's nothing that needs to heal. There's nothing that's broken. But this is what I need you to understand. Once you start this journey of awakening, once you start this journey of self-awareness, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think this is one of the most beautiful things in the world, and let me tell you why. Because what reality is seeing is, are you awakened or are you not? Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. Let's just say I decide today that I want to write another book. My ego is going to give me an opposing thought. And that opposing thought is going to be, no one's going to want to read the book. You know, the book's not going to be as good as the first book. Why do you need to write another book? Nobody's going to read all of these other things like that. I understand that. So my ego is powerless now. My ego is powerless because I understand that my ego is going to throw me that opposing thought. What I need to focus on is who I'm becoming. I don't need to give any attention or any energy to that thought. So right now, the moment that you say, well, I want to become self-aware, I want to become more emotionally intelligent, I want to become fill in the blank. Well, the opposing thought to that is that you're broken, that you need to be fixed, that you need to heal, that something in you needs to change first. There's certain steps that you need to take to become what you already are. And that's why I say in awareness, you have to seek the end of seeking, because seeking implies that you are not the thing that you are looking for, even though you already are, right? And so hopefully that makes sense. Again, I'm speaking from a 5D consciousness perspective, but we talk in words, but we think in pictures. So hopefully you fully understand what I'm saying. Again, mind is where you are right now. You're operating from mind. Yeah, see, what's up, beloved? You're operating from the level of mind right now. Mind is nonstop activity. Just think about your mind as the busiest traffic jam you've ever seen. There's nonstop activity going on. Things that you can do, things that you can't do, your fears, your doubts, your limitations, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, all of these things going on in mind. Here's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about the most powerful horse you've ever seen. I'm talking about this horse is powerful. And this horse has all these muscles and everything like that. But this horse needs to be trained. So soul is like the horse. Spirit is the rider. And so when you have your spiritual awakening, that's really what it is. It means that soul is now in control, or spirit is now in control of soul, and soul is in control of body. I am aligned now. Right? I am fully aligned now. Now, ego is there, but I need ego. I need ego to throw up those little things about what I can't do, just to make sure that I'm meeting the moment with my awareness, to make sure that I don't slip. Because if you don't do that, then what's making sure that you continue to meet the moment with the highest level of awareness? So I need ego to do its job. I just don't need to believe in what ego is saying. So all of the stories about I'm broken, I need to be fixed, I need to heal, one more live stream, one more book, one more seminar, is just the ego's way of giving you that opposing thought. Now, here's the thing. We talk about this all the time. So you need your ego. We talk about this all the time. There are two wolves in every person, right? The good wolf or the bad wolf. The ego represents the bad wolf. Who you're becoming represents the good wolf. Which wolf are you going to feed? That's the only thing that matters. Which wolf, because you're going to feed one or the other. Which wolf are you going to feed? That's it. That's what it's all about. So I need my ego, because without my ego, I don't, how am I going to stay tight? How am I going to keep my awareness in line? Because if my ego's not there, I don't have anything that's giving me that opposing thought, which at any point in time, I can slip back into who I used to be. No, I need my ego there. I need it. I just don't need to listen to it. I don't need to surrender to it anymore, but I need it there. Yeah, so I'm telling you, you need it, but you just don't listen to it anymore. Now, there was a time when I bowed to my ego and always listening, and I believed everything it said. See, I'm gonna tell you this. This is where compassion comes in. This is where empathy comes in. I feel sorry for my ego. I've mastered my ego to such a degree that the opposing thoughts that my ego will project onto me, they're so weak now, because I see through my ego. For some of you guys, it's still loud because you're just now starting on that journey. So when you say, I want a new house, your ego's going to create that opposing thought. When you say, I want a better body, you eat, oh, it's going to be hard. We're going to have to start this diet. You're going to have to change this. You're going to have to stop drinking. It's going to create that opposing thought. This is ego mastery here. I'm telling you now. But the opposing thought that it creates is only from some outdated version of yourself. There's no truth in what it's saying. It's only something that you've experienced in all of your yesterdays, because that's all it can project onto you. Some moment when you showed up small, some moment when you didn't speak your truth, some moment when you didn't quit on yourself. It's something old being projected onto something new. So the moment that I come to the present moment and I say, I'm getting ready to go get a new car, get a new house, get a new body, get a new promotion, whatever the case may be, just know that there's an opposing thought that's going to come. Don't focus on the opposing thought. That's not where your energy needs to be. Don't feed that wolf. Feed the wolf that's aligned with where you're going, and ignore the one that's not. And at some point in time, you won't even see the other wolf anymore. Does that make sense? And I'm telling you, like I said again, some of you guys are getting ready to start running out of real estate. Some of you guys are getting ready to bless fam. I appreciate you, beloved. Some of you guys are getting ready to run out of real estate because there's going to be nothing left in you to conquer. you know, there's just going to be nothing. There's nothing left in me to conquer. Like everything that was once fear, I've conquered. Depression, I've conquered. Anxiety, I've conquered. Imposter syndrome, I've conquered. Stress, worry, conquered. My pain, conquered. My past, conquered. My shadow, I've conquered. My ego, which is probably I would say is the biggest thing that I needed to conquer, has been conquered. You know, and by conquering, what I mean by that is that I have understanding. Right? I have clarity with respect to why these things show up, what they are, what's their role. But all of these things, see, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Your ego is gonna turn into your personal trainer. That's what's gonna happen with your ego. Your ego is gonna become your personal trainer. Think about how a personal trainer serves you at the gym. What do they do? Even though you might already be fit, you might already have the body you want, you might already have whatever the case may be, you're still going and meeting that personal trainer, you know, a couple of days out of the week, 3 days out of the week, just to make sure that everything stays tight so that you don't fall off, right? So that you don't go back into being who you used to be. And that's what your ego is going to do. It's going to become your ally again. Right? Because it was your ally in the very beginning, and then it lost control because you weren't awakened. But once you regain control of your ego, it's going to be just like your personal trainer. It's going to always make sure that you are tight, that you're not feeding that bad wolf anymore. That part right there, Lamika, it's just maintenance now. It's just making sure that you stay online. But everything is making sure that you stay online. If that makes sense. Now, Brianna, I like what you just said because I use that example all the time about how life is literally, your life is literally just like a video game. You're just a character in the game. That's it. And every person is just the character in the video game called your life. Um, that's it. All right, I'm gonna set my mic down right there. Set my mic down right there. Yeah, I'm telling you, like it's so true when I say that to you. You know, it's your life literally. Yeah, that part right there, Lynetta, it's literally your life is literally just like a video game. You know, your suffering came because you identified with the character in the game. But in reality, people identify with the character in the game as well. There are people that literally have to go to therapy because they identify with the character in the video game. You know, they can't get off a certain level. You know, they can't figure the game out. They literally go into depression, anger, throw the remote on the ground, all of these other things like that because they can't get past that level. But it's no different than real life. You know, and so that's what's important. But what's important to understand is that the character in the game and the one that's holding the controller are two completely different things. Um, all right. All right. Type me in the comments if this is your very first time on a live stream with me. Yasi, what's up, beloved? Monica, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. Yeah, Queen, win the game. Oh, I appreciate that, beloved. Thank you, Yasi. Yeah, win the game. That's the whole thing, you know, to win the game. And I think that once you, again, I'll tell you guys, life is a single player game, but we play it at a multiplayer level. And that's why we suffer because you're playing life at a multiplayer level, even though it's single player. You know, multiplayer level meaning that you're all in everybody else's business. Multiplayer level meaning you're seeking external validation. Multiplayer level meaning you know, you think love exists outside of you. You think happiness is coming from outside of you. You're chasing people. You're placing psychological contracts on people one more time. Life is a single player game. You're losing because you're playing it at a multiplayer level. Anytime that you are, putting other people ahead of yourself, you're playing at a multiplayer level. And so single player meaning that I'm only focused on me. Single player meaning that I don't procrastinate. Single player meaning that I don't chase people, I attract people. Single player meaning that I'm focused on who I'm becoming. Single player meaning that I understand that I am the rarest, most unique person on the planet. I understand that. And I've got a responsibility that comes with that. So it's I'm playing life. When you become self-aware, you're playing life at the single player level now. No more multiplayer level. I don't need anyone to be anything for me. I don't need people to choose me or pick me or believe in me. I need you to believe in yourself. I don't need you to believe in me. I need you to take all of that belief and put it on you. And I think that that's such a beautiful thing when people understand it. I want you to show up as the version of yourself that has full faith and belief in you, because that's going to make our interaction so much more powerful. So your belief is not required over here. If I need you to believe in me, something's wrong with me. No, I need you to believe in you. That part right there, Iris, that part right there, beloved. For anyone that's new to the platform, type no if you're not currently signed up for my free thought of the day. Let me get you signed up real quick. If you are not currently signed up for the free thought of the day, type no in the comments, please. Let me get you signed up. For everyone that's new to the platform, welcome. My name is Jordan Williams. I am a certified life coach. I specialize in self-awareness, self-mastery, relationship mastery, 5D consciousness, emotional intelligence. I specialize in helping my students and clients all over the planet to become the greatest, strongest, and most powerful versions of themselves. If you're not currently signed up for my free thought of the day, let me tell you guys about it real quick, because you're not going to want to miss it. The purpose of the free thought of the day is just to wake up inspired every single day, right? To wake up with purpose, to wake up with that internal fire in you, like you used to have. Right. And to wake up to something every single day that's designed to unlock your inner greatness. Right. That's what the free thought of today is about. So do me a favor and copy and paste that. And it's free, so you can't be free. Do me a favor and copy and paste that link that you see pinned to your screen. And it will take you to get signed up for the free thought of the day. Do it real quick, because you're not going to want to miss it. The free thought of the day is powerful. Free thought of the day is powerful. Lynetta, I see, beloved. So think about what I'm saying to you. Boom, here it is. Right? Spirit, soul, body. Once you have your awakening, that means I'm moving through the world as spirit. That means I'm not chasing validation. I don't need people to clap for me. I don't need people to believe in me. I don't need people to like me. I don't need people to accept me. I don't need them to validate me. I don't need them to do anything. I am pure, raw, untapped potential. What do I need to understand? That I have to get soul in control. What soul? Mind, will, emotion. Soul is unlimited activity. So the moment that I say I'm getting ready to do something, that ego is going to throw out an opposing thought. Run the play, ego. Bring the thought. Because I'm focused on where I'm going. I'm not focused on what you're trying to project. I'm getting ready to go change the world. Bring me the thought, ego. I'm getting ready to go become the most powerful version of me. Bring the thought, ego. I'm getting ready to go start this business. Bring the thought. I'm getting ready to go change my body. Bring the thought. I'm waiting on the thought. Because whatever the thought is, it's going to be weaker than what I'm getting ready to go do. That's what I need you to understand. I show up to this live stream as spirit. I don't need you to give me anything. I don't need you to believe in me. I don't need you to like it. I don't need you to clap. I don't need you to cheer. All of that is your assignment. It doesn't belong to me. So there's no expectations here. There's no transaction here. Spirit doesn't need anything from anyone. This is what I'm saying to you. So when you're moving through the world as spirit, I'm not lost looking for anything. I don't need anyone to be anything, so you can't hurt me. See, we get hurt because we place expectations on people. We get hurt because we're expecting things from them. You need them to like you. You need them to believe in you. You need them to think you're smart, pretty, funny, handsome, talented, whatever the case may be, right? And we get bothered when people don't like us and when they don't believe in us, when they don't choose us and they criticize us and they judge us. We feel bad about that. When you're moving that spirit, you don't care. Let me tell you why you don't care. Because you understand that people can only project what they are carrying. So whatever you're carrying, whatever you're projecting onto me, is just a window into what you're carrying. I'm spirit. I don't need you to give me anything. So you can't hurt me. Your criticism and your judgment is only the window into your wounds, not mine. I don't have any wounds anymore, but you do. And I see that. You're in pain and you're projecting that pain onto me. So I will not punish you. I will not criticize you for your lack of emotional intelligence. I won't do it because I used to be you. I feel sorry for you. I won't tell you that, but I'm thinking it. So this is what I'm saying. And then body is important because body has to carry out the mission. 3-part being, spirit, soul, body, get them all online. Take care of the asset called you. 1,440 minutes in a 24-hour day. There's no excuse on the planet that you can give me for why you are not taking care of the transportation system that's responsible for carrying out the mission. Body has to carry out the mission, beloved. Soul is what's giving you the mind, will, emotion. Spirit is pure, untapped potential. Run the play. I'm changing the world. Run the play. I'm going to become the most powerful version of me. Run the play. I will never show up small again. Run the play. I'll never tolerate disrespect. Run the play. I will never chase people because anything I chase, I will never catch. If I have to chase you, that's the number one indicator that you don't belong to me. This is what I'm telling you. When you understand it from a 5D consciousness perspective, you understand that my spirit is pure, untapped potential. I'm getting in it. But when I step into mind, because I have to, I got to get into activity. Spirit is just pure, untapped potential, but I got to get into activity, which means I got to tap into mind. Because now I'm getting ready to step into the realm of thought. Once I step into the realm of thought, I understand that everything that I'm getting ready to go after, I'm going to receive an opposing thought. That's what my ego is going to do. Run it. Run it. That's the little entry fee to the life I want. Is my ego's going to throw up some little thought? Run the play. That's it. That's what I'm being charged. My ego, weak as it is now, is going to throw up some little thought. Oh, you can't do it. Oh, you can't become it. Oh, you can't have it. Oh, you can't accomplish it. Run the play. Man, I seen you coming a mile away. I'm going after that thing. I don't give a damn what you think. I don't need you to agree with me, ego. I just need you to continue to shadow box with me. I've got my own shadow boxing partner that lives in my mind called my ego. Run it. And once you understand this, nothing will have power over you. Nothing will have control over you. Beloved, listen to what I'm telling you. Every goal, every dream that you have, you are going to receive an opposing, if it's positive, you are going to receive an opposing thought that's equal to the thing you're going after. Wake up. So if you say you're going to go look for love, you're going to get an opposing thought. If you say you're going to look for happiness, you're going to get an opposing thought. If you say you're going to get a new car, get a promotion, get a job, get a this, get a that, you're going to receive an opposing thought. The problem is that you've been bound to the opposing thoughts. That's the only problem you have. You've been bound to the opposing thought. You've been believing the opposing thought. One more time. Fear requires your belief. Doubt requires your belief. Depression requires your belief. Anxiety requires your belief. So you've been punishing yourself. This is just to qualify the fact that we're not emotionally intelligent as we think we are. Everything that's hurting you requires your participation. You didn't hear none of what I said. I said everything that's hurting you requires your full participation. But we claim to be emotionally intelligent. We claim to be self-aware. Well, how can we say that? That's like you jumping in the river. You a master swimmer. You jump in the river and then you drown yourself. Just make that make sense. I'm going to jump in this river and I'm going to be part of the reason why I drown. I'm hold my head underwater. That doesn't make sense, but that's how we moving through life. That's exactly how we moving through life. You are part of the process for how you got hurt. Matter of fact, you're the main source of it. You ain't part of the process. You are the process itself. This is why awareness is so important, because God is saying, beloved, why are you punishing you? Why are you hurting you? You're not just the river that you drowned in. You're the river and the ocean itself. Why are you hurting yourself? We hurt ourselves because of what we don't understand. We hurt ourselves. Your spirit, lethal. Your spirit, powerful. Your spirit, trained by God specifically. Don't bow to man. Does not bow to material possessions. Don't give a damn about money. Don't give a damn about fame and popularity. Don't give a damn about how many views you got on your YouTube page. Doesn't care about any of that. Spirit is like, I came here on a mission. Not only did I come here on a mission, I am the mission. Not only do I have a purpose in life, I am the purpose of life. Not only do I assign meaning to life, I am the life that I am assigning meaning to. You can't guard me. You can't touch me. Don't let me out that cage. Don't let me fully discover who I am. While I'm running around here chasing people who don't know who they are yet. Because everybody you chasing right now has not discovered themselves, unless you wouldn't be chasing. Because if you're chasing them, that's the qualifier that you're not awakening yourself. So anything that you're chasing means that you're not online yourself. You ain't discovered you. That's why you won't discover them. See, until you discover you, you'll never discover anyone else. God made sure that, he was a beast when he did that. He said, "Now you ain't gonna do that. How I'm gonna let you discover them before I let you discover you?" Just use your spiritual common sense right now. It shouldn't even make sense to you. You mean to tell me with a straight face, you think God, for as intelligent as he is, gonna let you discover somebody else before you discover yourself? That's what you're telling me? That's what your brain just cooked that thought up for you, scrambled it up like some eggs in the morning? That's what you're telling me? You think that your father, as powerful as he is, would let you discover somebody else before you discover yourself? No, what you discovered was their pain. What you discovered was their programming and conditioning. What you discovered was their trauma. What you discovered is who they pretended to be. What you discovered was all of the unhealed versions of them. That's what you discovered. And that's why you left. Get your spirit online. Get your spirit online. I want to have lunch with your spirit. I don't want to have lunch with your ego. I don't want to have lunch with your persona. I don't want to have lunch with your reputation. I don't want to have lunch with who you used to be. I want to meet your spirit, because mine gonna show up spirit to spirit, and there won't be any expectations there. I only see you through your potential and not through your pain. I'll only see you through who you're becoming and not through who you used to be. I will only see you for your strengths and not for your weaknesses. Let's meet spirit to spirit. That's how you got to start talking to people. Meet me spirit to spirit, not pain to pain, not ego to ego, not persona to persona. I'll never discover you that way. Never discover you that way. Bring your spirit to the moment. Not your past, not who you used to be, not yesterday's version of you. We can't get value from that, beloved. It's time for you to become fully unlocked. Look at all this chaos and drama we got going on in the world. We ain't got time to be showing up pretending. All this fake stuff going on in the world. Everybody walking around here in pain, suffering, and all this other stuff like that. I wish I would show up strong. I wish I would tolerate disrespect. I wish I would not speak my truth. All this pretending going on in the world. No, God needs you to be as unique as your fingerprints. He gave you fingerprints that no one else has so that you can leave an impact that no one else can. Your life is measured by the size of your impact, not the size of your house, not the size of your bank account, not the size of your persona or your reputation. The size of your impact is what he's measuring, because everything else is what is coming from him somehow, some way. All right, let me get out of here. Turning heads. What's up, beloved? Lamika, absolutely, absolutely, beloved, absolutely, absolutely. If you're not currently signed up in our private community called Mindset Masters, please do me a favor and type me. Sefe, what's up, beloved? So good to see you. Please do me a favor and type me in the comments if you are not. I'm telling you now, Sefe. Sefe already know. I already know. He come in spirit. Let's go, coach. Period. You mean to tell me I'm walking around, I got untapped potential living in me right now, and I'm gonna show up small? I got untapped. How am I gonna get to the untapped? How am I gonna get to the untapped potential if I'm showing up small? How can I get to the untapped potential if I'm tolerating disrespect? How can I get to the untapped potential if I'm showing up to these toxic relationships? Everything you set your attention on is the very thing that's hurting you the most right now. So how can I do that? I'm afraid to speak my truth in the relationships and afraid to speak my truth around certain people. I'm editing myself so that I don't lose this person over here, don't lose that person over there. Okay, God is saying, why would I unlock you when you still showing up small in your own life? You ain't mastered the inner kingdom that I gave you first. Master your inner kingdom first. You ain't gonna get the outer kingdom until you build your inner kingdom, beloved. And if you should be so lucky, whether you win the lottery or whatever the case may be, and you go out and you hit that jackpot or whatever the case may be, what's going to happen is this. This is why every person that wins the lottery ends up broke 5 years later, 7 years later, ends up broke. Why? Because your financial thermostat, your character, your integrity, your discipline didn't match the money. You had a poor mindset, but you had a rich bank account. Those two don't match. Here it is, one day you living in the trailer park, the next day you sitting here with 300 million in your account. Okay, well, the trailer park version of you can't sustain that. And I'm not disrespecting anyone that lives in that environment. What I'm saying is that who you are currently identifying as is what's responsible for building your life. Every time you tolerate disrespect, you are giving CPR to the outdated version of you. Every time you don't speak your truth, you are giving CPR to the outdated version of you. Every time that you show up to that toxic relationship, you are giving CPR to the outdated version of you. Stop resuscitating who you used to be. All right. Again, type no in the comments real quick if you are not currently signed up for our Mindset Masters community. If you are not signed up, don't say, no, yeah, it's easy, beloved. Nothing is hard. That's your ego that just convinced you to say that. Whatever you do, don't say that. That's your ego that convinced you. Hard doesn't exist in reality. It only exists in your mind. One more time. See, I gave you a positive thought, and then your ego gave you the opposing thought. Y'all see that? See how quickly that happens? Yeah, beloved, don't do that. I gave you a positive thought, and then what did your ego do? It gave you, I just qualified it. This whole live stream has been about that, about how you're going to get the positive thought, and then how your ego is going to give you the opposing thought that you can't do it. It's hard. I've never done that before. No one in my family has ever went to college. No one in my family has ever done this. That's what hurts us. Right. So I give you the positive thought, but your ego kicked in and I'm not blaming you for that, beloved. I just want you to catch that in the future. All right. All right. So for anyone that's not currently, because here this is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. What's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. And we don't have a problem believing in what we can't do. We don't have a problem believing in our doubts. We don't have a problem believing in our fears. We don't even question it. We got all these questions when it comes to being the most powerful person. That's just showing you our programming. We have no problem believing in fear. You ain't never questioned fear. You ain't never questioned doubt. You ain't never questioned your comfort zone. You ain't never questioned your limited. We don't question none of that. But the moment somebody tells you we can go out and do this, and start, all of a sudden, all these doubts come. All this fear comes. All this imposter syndrome comes. This is what I'm saying. It just shows you how programmed we are, beloved. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make you a bad person. I just want you to see the programming there. Because now your mind is your weakness, is not your weapon. Right? All right. If you are not currently signed up for the Mindset Masters family, you are tripping. If you are not currently a part of my private community, you are tripping. Period. I'm just gonna throw you under the bus right now. All four tires. The Mindset Masters community, let me tell you guys about it real quick. The Mindset Masters community is, let me tell you why it's so powerful. I got receipts for what I'm getting ready to say. Matter of fact, the receipts are on this live right now as we speak. Let me tell you why it's so powerful. Because the community is so powerful that it produces coaches. That's how powerful the community is. I didn't say it produces coaches for people that wanted to become coaches. It produces coaches for people that had no idea that they even wanted to start coach. What does that tell you? Come on, please just give me 5 seconds of just pure raw. Let me really sit with that thought. You mean to tell me with a straight face that there's a community out there that you don't know anything about right now? Where people walk into the community not looking to become coaches and become so powerful that they become coaches? That's what you're saying? Because that's what I'm telling you. That's exactly what I'm telling you. There's so many people that have become coaches, I've lost count. I'd be lying to you if I gave you a number right now, because I really don't know anymore. And I don't keep count because that's not what's important. But what I'm going to say to you is this. There's a version of you that you have yet to become. And there are certain people in life that you will meet that can speak a certain, in other words, there's a series of words that certain people are in possession of that have the ability to unlock something that's already in you. That's what makes the synergistic relationship so powerful. Now, what I'm going to teach you and what you're going to learn, I can't necessarily take responsibility for that because you have to apply what I'm teaching you. See, we've been programmed and conditioned to believe that we help people, but you really don't. You actually don't help people. People help themselves. And they help themselves once they apply what you're teaching them. I'll give you an example of what I'm saying. I could make the most delicious steak in the world for you. But if you don't eat it, you're going to starve. So did I help you? A little bit. But once you ate it, you helped yourself. I could teach you the most powerful information in the world. Did I help you? Little. But once you applied the information, that's where the transformation came and you helped yourself. And so, it's kind of like the whole bringing the horse to water thing. I can bring you to the water all day long called awareness, but once you start drinking it, you help yourself. So was I a part of the process? Sure. But am I responsible for the transformation? No, you are, right? You are. I appreciate that, beloved. You are. And so, so I say that to say this: if you're ready to take your life to the ultimate level, then this community is for you. So the Mindset Masters community comes with 2 life coaches, 1 executive coach. I am the coach that will be coaching you 100% of the time. I am selfish in this way. I don't want you to coach with other people. And the reason why I don't want you to coach with other people is because I want to keep the coaching concentrated. Right? I want to keep it concentrated. There's certain people in our community that do coaching as well. The Reds of the world, the Lynettas of the world, the Queen Ellas of the world. There are certain people in our community that do coaching as well, that I'm 100% beyond confident with you, coaching with them and different things like that. Maywood is another one because it's concentrated, right? It's listening to them is pretty much like listening to me. But the point not to be missed is that, so the community comes with 2 life coaches, 1 executive coach. It comes with all of my live streams like you're watching right now. They're all archived inside of the community, which is great. It comes with, it also comes with my podcast, which is exclusive to the community. The goal is to become a mindset master. That's the goal. That's where we're going to take you. So if you're wondering, okay, like what's the goal? What am I looking for? What am I looking to become? You're going to become a mindset master. And so many of my students inside of the community have become mindset masters. What does being a mindset master mean? It means that I've mastered depression. I've mastered fear. I've mastered doubt. I've mastered anxiety. I've mastered imposter syndrome. I understand that stress is the gap between where I am and what I expect from life, right? And I always stand in between that gap. The greater the gap, the greater my level of stress. You're going to master all of these things. Where these things, you won't bow to these things anymore. You'll be in full alignment with these things, and you'll understand that when they show up in your life, they just represent data. You are the sky. And every single emotion that you have is just a cloud in your sky. The cloud can never have more power than the sky itself, because the cloud just represents data. So every single emotion that you experience is just data. There's something that it's coming to teach you, right? Something that you need to know. Some falsehood that you have. You're out of alignment with the truth. You're out of alignment with your highest and best self. You're out of alignment with your divine essence. You're settling for less. You're tolerating disrespect. You're showing up small. You're walking on eggshells. You're attached to something. You're clinging to something. Fear is coming because you've lost faith. When fear shows up, faith walks out, right? Where faith is, fear is not. So when fear comes, it's because you've lost faith in yourself. Well, how do you lose faith in yourself? You're not keeping your word to yourself, beloved. Chest to chest, lion to lion here. That stops now. Even if you don't join my community, take this piece of game with you. The reason why fear shows up so much is because you haven't been showing up for yourself. You don't keep your word to yourself. You say you're going to do this thing over here and then you don't do it. You say you're going to leave the relationship and then you don't leave it. You say you won't tolerate disrespect anymore and then you tolerate it. You say you're going to leave that job that you complained about, but then you don't leave it. You have trained your mind to not trust you. You have trained your own mind to work against you. It doesn't believe you anymore because you don't keep your word to yourself. And so from this moment moving forward, even if you don't join the community, and that's okay, from this moment moving forward, if you say you are going to do something, do it. I don't give a damn if it's raining. I don't give a damn if there's 50 wolves sitting outside of your house. I don't give a damn if the car ain't running. Get in the Uber. Whatever you have to do, let your mind know when I say I'm doing something, I'm doing it. If you say you're not going to talk to that person anymore, don't talk to the person. If you say you're going to leave the relationship, relieve the relationship, or don't leave the relationship, but don't say you're going to do it. Your mind is always listening, beloved. It's listening to you 24 hours, 7 days a week. And you put your mind in a position where it doesn't trust you anymore. That's where fear shows up. Fear don't show up in my life because I got too much belief in myself. I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do when I say I'm going to do it. I don't give a damn what's going on. I don't give a damn if I got to walk to the store. If I said I'm going, I'm going. Raining or not, snowing or not. Because I'm not going to run a program in my mind where my brain no longer trusts me anymore. I need maximum trust and faith in me. Then fear has no reason to show up. Because fear knows that whatever I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. So from this moment moving forward, you show up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Stop bowing to people that you add to your life. I don't give a damn who it is. If you've added this person to your life, if you've given them access to you, and if they don't honor your presence, bless them with your absence. Period. That's not open for discussion or debate. If they do not honor your presence, I don't give a damn what title they carry. I don't care who they are in your bloodline. If they do not honor your presence, then you have to bless them with your absence, not because you think you're tough, not because you think you're better, because your mind is listening. And then every time you see that person, your vibrational frequency is going to go down because they're going to trigger you because your mind knows that there's something in you that bows to this person. So your vibrational frequency automatically going to come down. Your whole mood going to change when you get around this person. Truth is about to kick the damn door off the hinges. I'm talking about banging on the door right now. So this is why I'm saying this to you. Again, this has nothing to do with being tough. It has nothing to do with thinking you better than other people. I'm just telling you right now, from this moment moving forward, you keep your word to yourself. Honor you. Honor your presence. Honor what you bring to the moment. I don't give a damn if you ain't got $2 in your bank account right now. Walk like you got $1 million. Talk like you got $1 million. Think like you got $1 million, and you'll have it. Stop looking at yourself based upon your current circumstances. Your current circumstances can only reflect who you were. They don't have the power to reflect who you're becoming. This is why this is so important. All right. Anyways, that part right there, beloved church, you got to honor you. Because if you don't honor you, why would the next person honor you? If you don't love your life, why would the next person love it? If you don't show up for yourself, why would the next person show up for you? If you repeatedly abandon yourself because you don't do this and you don't do that and you don't keep your word to yourself, why would the next person honor what you don't honor in yourself? See, this is why I tell people reality is just your mirror, beloved. The relationship you have with yourself will be predicated on the relationship you have with every other person you meet. They're only wearing the face of what you don't love about yourself. They're wearing the face of what you don't believe about yourself. They're wearing the face of the versions of yourself that don't show up for you, don't speak for you. That's what people are wearing the face of. So when I change my relationship with myself, I simultaneously change the relationship that I have with every other person. The toxic relationship is only a reflection of what you settle for. It's a reflection of what you tolerate. It's a reflection of what you normalize. It can't reflect your essence because nothing has the power to reflect what God created in you. It's reflecting your programming and conditioning. It's reflecting your ego. It's reflecting your shadow. This is how you know you're not awakened, because the self-aware person would never be in a toxic relationship because there's nothing for the toxic relationship to reflect. Relationships can only reflect you, but they can never complete you. They can't define you. They can't describe you. They can only show you what's missing in you. Right? All right. Boom. So again, if you are, you ready? It's just a simple question. Are you ready? Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Or are you still deciding who you want to be in life? Because if you're ready to take your life to the next level, let's get busy today. So what you guys are going to do, so again, 2 life coaches, 1 executive coach, that's what you're getting today. You're going to receive a free copy of my book today. The book is not free, but it's going to be free to you because you guys are getting signed up today. So you're going to get my book today. You're going to get my master course today called The Fearless Mindset. You're getting that today. You get 2 things a day, plus you get me as your coach. All of that for $1 a day. I'm cheaper than your coffee. I'm cheaper than your therapist. I'm then they're probably cheaper than your cell phone bill, and I'm infinitely more powerful than all of those things combined. And so will you be. Everything that I am in this moment is just a reflection of everything that you're getting ready to become, period. So again, copy and paste that link that Tara has pinned to your screen. And when you copy and paste that link, hold it down for like 3 seconds, put it inside your browser. It'll take you to the community to get signed up, and then you guys will be ready to go. Today's the beginning of forever. It's one day, or it's day 1 or 1 day. What's the mindset going to be? Day 1 or 1 day. Again, copy and paste that link, put it inside your browser, hold it down for like 3 seconds, it'll take you to the community to get signed up. And then you guys will be ready to go. Powerful, powerful. How powerful are you ready to be? Shelly, I see you, beloved. How powerful are you ready to be? How powerful are you ready to be? You better be ready. That's all I'm telling you right now. You better be ready. You better be ready. I'm telling you, you better be ready. Then people around you, they're gonna look at you different. I'd look different too if I seen a lion walking down the street. If I seen a lion walking down the street, my whole demeanor would change too, because that's exactly what they're gonna see when they look at you. We don't do hyenas. We don't do gazelles. We teach lions over here. I don't coach followers. I coach and build leaders. Period. I appreciate you, beloved. Every person in our community is a leader. We don't do followers. The only thing we follow is God. Everything else is we don't do. B57, what's up, beloved? Carrie 601, I see you. Yeah, these are all leaders right here. Yeah, how powerful are you ready to be? Cynthia, what's up, beloved? Again, so copy paste that link, you guys, put it inside your browser. It'll take you to the community to get signed up. Once you guys get signed up, we did good. We did Monday proud, you guys. We did Monday proud. I couldn't have done it without you guys. I'm so proud of all of you guys in the Mindset Masters family. B57, love, you're so welcome. Carrie 601, Keziah, we did Monday proud. Oh yeah, we disrespected the hell out of Monday. May, what's up, beloved? Yeah, we did Monday proud. I'm gonna tell you that now. Lynetta, Sefe, couldn't have done it without you. Let's give some love to our Tara, you guys. Red, I see you, beloved. Let's give some love to our Tara for holding us down, for keeping the live stream in the chat with the highest level of integrity. Shout out to our beloved Tara for always keeping the community clean. She is the Suge Knight of our live streams. Yeah, she holds us down. She holds us down. I'm talking about the floors be so clean, you can eat off the floor in this bad boy. Tara got it when you can eat off the floor in this bad boy. You can eat off the floor. You drop something on the floor, I'm telling you, you can pick it up and eat it. Tara, keep the floors clean. Woo! Gary 601, I'm telling you, beloved, she keep the floor so clean. You can pick, see, I'm telling you, I dropped some chicken one day and picked it right up and ate it. Tara, like, Coach, you ain't got to worry about nothing. All right, you guys. I will see you guys. Yeah, white glove. It's all white glove, all white glove, all white glove, all white glove. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For everyone else, I'll see you inside of the community. Stay powerful, stay prayed up, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.